Yes.
Podcast. I am your host for this evening. My name is Oscar, and I'm joined by a very, very full, esteemed panel. To my right, we have a Liverpool fan by the name of AD. What are you telling us, Adrian?
Well, but it's not looking good at the moment. It's not looking good, guys.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's not.
No,
I have Generous Dave, an Arsenal fan.
Another 3 points. But Robin, I might need you to purchase some watches still. Watches need to be on deck.
You know what? Let's go shopping. We can go shopping.
We need to go shopping.
We can go shopping.
All right, on the panel, we've got Tiwa, Arsenal fan.
What's up? Good weekend. Fun weekend.
Fantastic weekend. We've also got another very, very happy person on the panel, Robin, Manchester United fan.
How are we doing, people? Both men and the women getting their dubs. The women going out to Spain, doing it against Atleti. And then where do we go? We go to the Ops and we collect our 3 points. Hold tight the 3 point collectors, by the way, to everyone that's out here. Hold tight. Yep. So there we go. But we move.
And last but definitely not least, I'm joined by Ernest, Manchester United fan. Talk to me.
A great prophet from Atlanta once said, "Situation will arise in our lives, but you gotta be smart about it."
Hello.
Let's
go. All right. Before we get into a very, very super Sunday, I'm going to talk about the comments. Shout out to everybody who's been commenting already. Mirad is in the building. He says, "Good evening to the greatest football podcast to air on a Monday night. When a crisis is always an emergency, except at Merseyside, it is a pantomime." He says 5 points behind, only to be 4 points ahead in a matter of match days. Let the circus continue. The devil dragged you to hell on the Lord's day. Let the bee sting you on a Friday before Halloween. Wow. Adrian, he's going at your club, man. I'm sorry. David's in the building. He says, "Big up Top 4 podcast. Hope everyone had a blessed weekend. I got 68 points. What did your teams get in FPL? He's 5th in the top 4 league."
85. 85.
I had a stinker this weekend, but guess what, boys? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'll think about it next week.
Well, Robin, I don't think it's possible to have had more of a stinker than I had. Yeah, I left 32 points on my bench, guys.
Oh, come on! Who is that?
So I had Chelsea's Josh Achempong on my bench. Scored, kept a clean sheet. I had Dubravka as my backup goalkeeper. He got 9 points. And then Brian Mbeumo, I on the bench because I thought Liverpool would do something.
Have you heard of bench?
That is the only swap. I said, you know what? I don't think Bruno's going to score. Something in my head said, Mbeumo's going to get something. Let me do a cheeky swap. 9 points.
Bench boost, bro. Bench boost. He's available.
Mirad says, "PS, there are stocks available in #ChampionsElect if anyone's interested." Is anyone on the panel interested?
He wasn't even
I can't lie.
He needs to hold on.
This is the closest I've ever been to buying stock.
Hold on, Ernest. Hold on.
No, David. I'm not saying I'm buying, but right now there's a dip in Merseyside.
Because he's a window shopper.
Hey, I browse deep.
I got concerns, but hold off on buying stocks. But yeah.
Okay. David said if the pod starts late, it's not because of me. Yeah. If it did start late, it's definitely because of me. Baraka says, "Big up the best podcast to air on a Monday afternoon. How was the international break?" Oh, it was too long, man. I didn't like this international.
A lot of stuff happened at this break. But let's see.
was too long, and I'm sure once we get to Not That Guy,
I think I got time for the other stuff that happened, man.
Bro,
Specifically for two Englishmen that want to be West African all of a sudden. Yeah, man. I got time today, man. Today. Call me Big Smoke. Today, I got time. Today, I got time. Because more time, I keep my mouth shut. But today, I got time.
Yeah.
Mirad says, AD, why don't you give some of that muscle to your fellow Eritrean? He needs something.
I'll tell you what, I'll do that when your team provides a league title. How about that?
Wow.
Don't forget that bit. Don't forget that bit. Like, you could be funny in October. Let's use laughing at me.
That's Adrian's one for the line, you know.
You do that now, but I saw a little bit more chest earlier in the season when the season started. I'm just saying.
Just a little bit.
No, we don't forget.
We don't forget. We don't forget. We do not forget.
Robin,
that's fine.
What's the one thing we don't do?
Forget.
We don't forget.
Fantastic.
That's
All right.
true.
Final one before we get into the game. Nat says, question of the day, what is the rarest kit you own? Mine is the 22-23 Arsenal kit plus Ireland Adidas away kit. Having an Ireland kit is mad, right?
I think the rarest kit is I still have the I call it the Dutch orange and black United away kit. I still have that. I don't see anyone else rocking that.
Oh yeah, that's a good shout. I've got the Illuminous Chelsea kit. Do you know 2008 we had that kit that was like some stupid color. Yeah, I had it. So I still have
take the one. I got
this one.
I can't see.
So it's all white. It's all white.
Yeah. We're not.
I think that's the best kit of all time.
Is it?
Just
I'm a plain guy, but the two-tone red slaps. Two-tone red slaps.
I don't think I have a buy-in top. No, I don't. I need to invest. I
think they make some like if you're somebody who's like
no, but you know what it is though?
Who's into other kits, or you're not a football fan who's just into like drip and stuff. Like Bayern Munich have some of the best kits in my opinion.
But you know what? So. I think Adidas loves Bayern. That's just my only thing. Because they go all in for them compared to the rest.
And why not?
Yeah. And why not? They're German, isn't it? They're German. They get first dibs on the good designs. They get in there straight.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's time to discuss the events of Sunday afternoon, where Manchester United and Rúben Amorim took a troop of 11 men to Anfield, and they somehow came away with 3 points. Robin, you've got a big grin on your face, so I'm going to come to you first. What are you telling me? Man United winning at Anfield for the first time in a very, very long time. How did it feel?
Do you know what? When the 90 minutes hit, I had a very wonderful 24 hours. The timeline was gleaming. The sun in Belgium was out. Work. I have Liverpool fans. Quiet. It was glorious. It was glorious. One could imagine. What's the words that Chris Urbank does? Stupendous. That's the word. That is how my last 24 hours have been.
I feel, how do you say it? Endorphins. I love it.
Dance for you.
I love it.
Oh, listen, yeah. The starting 11 did not fill me with glee. I said, if we can get a point, then that is a good turnaround. But what do I see? Minute 1, because that's not where we can start. Minute 1.
West African power.
Ah.
not man that wanna jump in 15,000 years later after the team's qualified. Real West Africa.
Man don't want to be injuring their own players in a headbutt.
Not West.
Yeah. Cameroon's West, no?
Nah, Central.
Cameroon's West.
That's West.
Central is West.
Well, yeah. Praise.
I don't know.
Hey, you know what? In 2025, we just Google.
Yeah. Ernest, we're wrong. Humble.
Is it Central?
It's Central.
Cool.
I swear. Okay.
Cool. Well, now we've all learned.
We've all learned. It's now central. It's now Central African power. That's what we're doing here.
10 minutes 40 to the pod. We've learned something new.
Because it is. Look, I mainly know it because Cameroonians told me it's Central. So I'm going to go with their words.
Yeah. We're back the country still.
Anyways, to do measurements, brother. Like,
man, them want to be injuring.
It's next to Nigeria, so it's like and Nigeria's like close to the central part. So I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that. We keep cutting you off.
Yeah, man. I was just saying, certain man want to be injuring their players in head-to-head battles, deciding to do Wade Barrett, ball hammer elbow, and then literally a lovely pass from Ahmad into Brian Mbeumo, 1-0, 1 minute to go. Now I didn't celebrate. I did gasp, but I didn't celebrate because I said this game is one thing that Liverpool can do. They can turn it up at any point, but from their point of view, their star striker, the 150 million, non-existent. That midfield, there's a picture going around on Twitter. I wish I can get it now of just the space that Liverpool just not using at all. So we just had a free run for the first 30 minutes. Bruno should have scored his chance, but hit the post. Unlucky on that one. Matheus Cunha was my man of the match. Fantastic player. Passing, moving. No Liverpool player was touching him one bit. Who's your left? I can't remember Liverpool's left back, but yeah, he was having a torrid time. Torrid time.
Didn't have a game.
And then everything was moving so smooth. And then the second half came along, and first of all, Ahmad got a yellow, which was not a yellow. Like, he got the ball clearly. You can argue if there's one of the studs up. I don't mind that, but to me, I was like, no. But then Amorim, he got scared and took him off and brought Ugarte on, and I just thought at that point we are hanging on by a thread. Cody Gakpo was their biggest threat whatsoever.
Robin, I felt for you. When that Ugarte sub happened, I said, "Oh, I know Robin don't want to see this. I don't want to see
it, but I had to see it." And eventually, they came on. They got the 1-1. Falling asleep at the back. Dorgu, I don't know what he was doing there. He was doing a starfish, and he just let the ball through, and then Gakpo got his goal, which I think was deserved, personally. But then cometh the man, Oscar. Cometh the hour. Sir Harold. Slabhead. So Harold Maguire the 5th. What a header. What a header from that man.
I got a pet peeve, yeah? I got a pet peeve. Once more. When you score the winning goal, away from home, go and celebrate with your fans. Oh my gosh.
No, but it's still afterwards. You know what? Do you know why I have to rebuke it? Do you know I have to rebuke it? Do you know I have to rebuke it? Do you have to rebuke it? Because that knee slide was fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Let me do that.
No, but
he didn't do that stupid aura thing. Like it meant a lot to him.
No, but you know what, David? I don't mind that because I think some of the best celebrations is like when you go to a yard. Like when Rooney did that, that's in my mind forever because that's the.
Oh, dash your phones at him.
Yeah. I'm good with it.
I'm man, very good.
Pet peeve of mine. Go and celebrate over there, bruv. Gets by anyway.
Let the Scousers know.
Burn the man, the other side as well. Then the other side.
No, they weren't that. They were that side.
No, outside. They're outside. But he ran around afterwards, and then at the end of the game, we hung on. We got the 2-1, and it's been a fantastic day. What a Sunday! What a Sunday.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie. In the past 24 hours, I've seen Man United fans that I hadn't seen for 10 years.
Imagine that. Imagine that.
Outside for this W, I hear it, man.
Guys, back-to-back wins, bruv.
Yeah.
That's why they're celebrating. They're finally. Hey, where's my man? There's a guy. Is it on TikTok where he said he won't shave his beard?
It's
Hey, shake his
5
head.
games though, David.
5 games. Five.
Which to me, I think is I think even when we had like Oli, I think that's a bit too much.
Yeah, no,
Like 5 games in a row. That's
But I mean, he's committed. He's committed. So yeah,
for it. It's giving you guys, say, look, I have standards. I say, look, I can easily do one back-to-back 2. 5 is what you have to match, and I'll cut it off.
Ah, that's mad.
I think that's fair. Ernest, what were your thoughts on the epic Sunday afternoon?
How much time you got?
a lot.
A lot. We ain't got a lot, mate.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of time. I've got a lot of time.
You
got all night if you want.
Have it. You got the whole hour.
No, yeah.
At least.
I'm one of the most level-headed United fans. Even when we beat City, Arsenal, Chelsea in the past, I don't come to the pod and make noise because, for example, I don't think we were good yesterday. I think that we did enough to control certain areas, and just like I told you lot in the 7-0, that was a freak result. Liverpool had 8 shots on target, 7 went in. Guess what? United had 3 shots on target yesterday, 2 went in. So you finish. It's a classic case of you finish your chances and you do your job. I don't think we were balling. I just think we were smarter because one of the biggest issues with United is IQ. But the way man who support Liverpool in and out of the group chat have been chatting, nah, I'm on it today because I've heard certain things. I heard talk about Gravenberch last year, and I said, lads, let's wait. Let's wait to crown people. Let's wait to crown people. McAllister, Mac10, come to the table.
Wow.
Because, brother, you need to jump on the Stairmaster because he was getting touched. I said, what's going on here? He was getting touched. And this is a midfield of Casemiro and Bruno. Gravenberch did his thing. Szoboszlai did his thing. What's it called? Gakpo, I think, is a very good problem for Liverpool fans to have. But where's Isak, bro? What's going on with that man there, bro? Because I had a lot of stuff. There wasn't too much of a defense of Wirtz, apart from the man that actually live in Merseyside. But that man told me, Adrian and Sons told me Isak was going to do his thing. We're still waiting.
He needs to see.
We are still waiting.
We
are still waiting for a man who decided to move crazy for his parent club and not go training, and now we're seeing the receipts of not going training.
Yeah, we're seeing it.
Man was in San Sebastian. That's where he was.
So what's really good? Do Liverpool fans all of a sudden now condone this behavior? You know, is this the kind of behavior that they condone? Let's see, because it's different. The chat is different.
So you mentioned this actually.
Mr. Virgil van Delegate, come to the table.
He needs to rise.
What's going on?
To rise.
For weeks, Konate has been getting corn, and rightfully so. The day that Van Dijk decides to stay at home and point fingers, Liverpool fans are quiet. Oh, greatest of all time. Man, don't want to chat about any. And this is the thing.
He still is, though.
This is the thing. David, Robin, Oscar, Lola, Adrian, you lot know me. Ahmad is my guy. When Ahmad was messing about from Europa League final, who called it out? I don't give a damn what your name is. If you're not performing, you're not performing. But man are quiet in bad performances.
And not just
man
Liverpool.
Are quiet. People are silent. Silencio.
Not just Liverpool fans. Peter was fighting me when I was fairly saying that Van Dijk wasn't good in the last game you man lost, and I wasn't denying his legacy. I wasn't pretending like he's in the best, but I was talking about that specific game and a few games where everyone is quick to fire on
quick.
But Van Dijk, leave him alone.
When they see the waves, the light skin wavy you, it's a different chat. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's a bit how like girls were moving in 2006, but it's all right. It's all right. It's cool. Light skin you, little goatee, pretty boy, wavy hair. Calm. No problem. When it comes to the dark skin you that play for France, you might do Lupin. You know, you might do, Champs-Élysées. Then I'm not onto him. It's different. It's different.
Man,
all I'm saying is, Robin, Robin is always my partner in crime because what we're doing, we're noticing. We're noticing how different man chat about certain man and how they chat about certain other man. Brings me back to the group chat palaver that happened earlier today that I was privy to, and I'm so happy it happened because Adrian Anderson come to the table.
Yeah,
Come to the table. Because
Hey, he's got notepad. Oh, no, hold on, he's got notepad. Look, you see with his
I don't know what he's writing. He can write.
David, if I had a bag of dams, I couldn't give you one. I couldn't give you one. I don't give a damn what notepad he has. I don't give a damn what notepad he has. Because every single time, an ex-United player that was trash would score a goal, Adrian was there in the group chat talking. Gums were moving.
Really?
And Oscar was there as partner in crime. Oscar was there. Last year, Robin and I are watching a Sunday kickoff, post Amorim out. Man will come into the group chat saying, what's the man them saying? I'm not seeing no commentary. Calm, no problem. And the thing is, man thought I forgot. And this is what I'm saying, Robin, noticing. Noticing. We are noticing. This is what I'm saying. Man think we forgot. Adrian wants to come to the group chat and do the little, but it seems like you're getting onto Serie A a bit too much. Lola, for context, I saw a tweet today where Rafael Leao of Great Milan, who are not in Europe, they told me, the commentator said, this is Leao's first goal at home in 18 months.
Yeah, Rafael Leao. Yeah.
Excuse me?
No, I don't know. It's not a lie.
In this group chat were telling me about Rafael Leao. When certain teams needed a right winger, I said, this guy is trash. And that league is trash as well.
Let me pocket that because the way I was fighting not wanting him in the summer, people moving like I was
Lola,
mad.
you see you, may God bless you. This is what I keep telling people, yeah? When I cuss certain leagues, it's not a knee jerk. I have watched and I have observed before I've come. Man are telling me, I'm slow, I'm soft launching anti-McTominay campaign. That's what's going on here. Who was the first person to say Serie A is trash? This guy. Who was the first person to say Scott McTominay is trash? This guy. Man are telling me, he scored all these goals for Napoli. Only to find out he scored 5 more than his highest tally at Man United.
Five for midfield is a hell of a lot, by the way.
Adrian, wait. Let me finish.
A hell of a lot of goals. Let me
finish. Napoli have scored 59 goals in Serie A and won the league. Are you crazy? You want me to rate that league and then rate one of the worst players I saw at Man United in that league? And this is the thing. Nobody, when Scott McTominay was playing for Man United, scoring winners against Man City, winners against Brentford, nobody else who's a non-United fan wanted Scott McTominay. All of a sudden, he's got lawyers. Where's this come from? All of a sudden, he's got Harvey Specter and Mike Ross, Philip Banks. What's going on here? What's going on here? And now, when they're not scoring, I bring it up. I say, he's not scoring today. When Jadon Sancho went to Chelsea, Robin, the first 3 games he had 3 assists. What were we hearing?
We were hearing.
Okay.
What we were hearing.
Okay.
We're going to regret this.
You're going to regret this. And then I didn't hear it all of the rest of the season. And then Chelsea won against Real Betis in the final. Jadon Sancho's won a trophy. I'm like, guys, what's going on here? Why are we shifting gears? Why are we lying? Because you see me, I wear my agendas on my chest. I'll tell you what I really think. Adrian only brings up agendas because he hates Man United. And he won't say it. He won't say it. He'll say you're soft launching hateration against Scott McTominay. No. Say you hate Man United. Because me, I hate Liverpool. But every time we've won against one of our ops, guys, you can tell me if I'm capping. Do I come on here chatting? No, I don't.
I do.
The realness. I tell you today, Man United didn't play well and we won. We won the game. But man are out here bringing out parts of you that's a bit like, what's going on here? I don't know. We dunked on them lot at Anfield. Slabhead. You don't know I've always been a fan. My guy, big R.A., Royal Artillery, Rúben Amorim. Gunshot to you lot's head top.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah.
Real artillery, you said.
Write anything you want to write down. Write anything you want to write down.
Real artillery. That's your manager, yeah?
Right,
Okay, cool.
right. Listen.
Cool.
I'll get you an A3 piece of paper. How about that?
Yeah.
Write it down.
I might need it.
Because Oscar, you can testify as his partner in crime.
Maybe even A2.
Yesterday?
What do you mean?
Was Adrian chatting during the game yesterday? Adrian was quiet.
No, during the game, no one was talking.
He wasn't quiet. He was quiet.
Yeah.
No, but Oscar, me and Robin,
I was watching on that.
Me and Robin all chat. And we waited because it's like, obviously, we don't win at Anfield regularly. So if we don't chat, we're on the losing side anyway.
For context, Oscar did ask like what's good in the group chat, and I was I'm not saying a word.
This is exactly why I asked Oscar, because Oscar asked what was going on.
By the way, Lola, it was 1-0. I think maybe 60th minute.
It was literally just before Cody Gakpo scored.
A single message in the group chat had come in since 4:30. I said, "Where's the man? Them? This is Liverpool versus."
This is it. And this guy's talking about Isak to us. Man's talking about Stobo every game, but we didn't hear it that day. Did I come and say in the group chat, why is no one chatting? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Because I don't have a leg to stand on. So when we finally do the job that I didn't predict we were going to do, I'm here. I'm here. Some of us are writing notes. And what's going to happen is United might not win the next game. And man's going to reference points that nobody made. But it's calm. It's calm. Robin and I don't believe in our team. But we dunked on you lot. Dunked on your head tops. and I was here for it.
That's fair. That's fair. Let's let Adrian rebuttal to that.
I've got more, but we'll let him talk.
Robin got more.
Robin, tonight. Robin, pause. Tonight's your night. Get all out.
No.
I'm
You respond, because I'm a fair person. You respond.
Oh yeah, go on. What's the crack?
No. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
Speak for your team.
About what? What's there to defend?
Speak for the team that you speak about every week.
What's there to defend?
No.
Isn't this the same logic we applied in the group chat last season?
Every day, every week since the start of the pod.
Yeah.
Never been done. Number 21. All of a sudden,
and energy's different.
It's now different.
Because like this is
different.
What's going on here?
Now he wants to apply logic about what he can and can't defend about his team.
Normally Peter would ask a question or something like, "What do you?"
I'm asking you a question.
This is what. Oscar, this is what I'm talking about.
Come on, what do you mean? How do I respond to what? You said like 17 different points.
Talk about your wingers. Why are your wingers not doing anything?
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. That's more like it. Like, give me something.
Guys, we need some order here. We need some order.
Yeah.
Everyone wants the.
No, let's keep it apart.
Talk about your team, bro.
Talk about why your defenders are injuring each other.
Let Oscar. Actually,
are we being for real?
I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm gonna get into it, but I need like a start spot.
It's open play.
Pause. I can't be too open. Like I need. Like,
go
on, Oscar. Go on, Oscar. Oscar, what are you saying?
Oscar, I want you to see this because don't defend him when the time comes.
Let me add quickly because
a question for.
Hold on. Because I remember distinctly, no one was even mad about Arsenal, by the way. But we lost to you, man. Things were looking great, and I saw the biggest energy from you specifically about kind of run things of this and that. And this is not me throwing Liverpool out of the race because again, it's October. But the energy you had when we were moving, whatever, we dropped points here, we lost to you, man. It's different. You've now lost 4 games on the bounce. Energy is low. You ask a question. You know exactly what they're asking you. You played Man United. Speak about your team.
Pretending like he doesn't, not like you know what we're asking.
No, I'm not even. I don't think. Go on,
Adrian. Let's start at the beginning.
Thank you. Yeah.
Before you had an opportunity to sit down with your cup of tea. 2 minutes into the game, you're already 1-0 down. What went wrong to start with, and then what continued or what didn't change that meant Liverpool lost this game in the end?
You know what? I think for me, when I was looking at the run we were sort of going into the game, and then we obviously went into the international break, in my mind, I could have picked a better game. I could have picked a better opportunity to rise up again. Not necessarily due to moments of quality, or not necessarily because of a talent advantage. I just thought, you know what, Man United at home, form goes out the window. It's all about who wants it on the day, right? And unfortunately, I don't necessarily think we won it. I think the fact that we conceded so early, it meant that any potential game plan goes out the window. Because and I felt like there was an air of desperation around the grounds when you listen to the crowds, when you look at some of the players. Well, were forcing it. I think I've got a mark on Conor Bradley. Bang average, not good enough, unfortunately, and people sort of thought that was the caliber of guy that could replace Trent. It was bizarre, really. Kirkes, and again, what Arne Slot seems to be doing, he seems to be misusing Kirkes, and then my question would be, well, what did you want? Because we saw what he was at Bournemouth. He was a marauding fullback. You're asking him to tuck in and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. I think yesterday. I think he was sort of given more license to sort of go and attack, but that looks like a guy that he still needs to grow into it. But there's like little things that he's just basics is getting wrong. There's a time where he gave away a foul throw, and then there's a time where I don't know if you realize, if you remember. Do you remember when there's a time where Van Dijk blasts the ball in his face?
Yeah,
and then Van Dijk and then Van Dijk is berating. You're gone.
No, broke his teeth, and then Van Dijk is attacking him.
No, rightly so. No, because if you look at the context, I think what that kind of told me is it told me a couple of things. So, ball comes in, Kirkes is behind Van Dijk. You can see the whole picture. He doesn't call for it. Van Dijk ends up actually kicking it and whacking it into his face. And what that tells me is two things. Kirkes, you need to understand that you belong here, or you get the hell out of the sides. Simple basics, call for the ball, and this ain't ballet. Van Dijk's not going to rub your back, and he's not going to say, "Oh, I'm so sorry." It's like we're here to win, type thing. So I think Kirkes needs to get his act together. I think the lack of ball progression is startling, really. And then I think if we just call a spade a spades, our big hitters, and we've got a lot of big hitters, they're all firing blanks at the moment. I think the only guy who looks like he's got a bit of something about him is Hugo Ekitike, and he started the season hot. He got a stupid red card, sure, but his progress now seems to have been poleaxed for Alexander Isak. Obviously, Florian Wirtz, a little better, sure, but obviously he's coming into a game where he had the whole of Anfield, really, and he was just sort of picking up little balls here and there. Positive to see. But,
can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, just because you mentioned Wirtz and Ekitike, who were both part of the substitutes that came on when Liverpool were in some degree chasing the game. Do you feel like Arne Slot put those guys in the best position to succeed, considering the formation at the end? You guys had about 4 attackers on the pitch. I saw Chiesa as a striker. You had Gakpo, Ekitike, and Salah all in this front hodgepodge. And then you had the midfield, which Szoboszlai going into right back left Wirtz and Curtis Jones as your only midfield. Yeah. When I saw that happen, I was like, wow, the game is here for Man United to go and win. Yeah, I felt like you were dominated, you had the ball, you kept getting chance after chance after chance. And then those subs from Slot kind of made it so that Manchester United knew when the ball breaks, they're going to have space in midfield and they're going to have the opportunity to play in Cunha or Sesko. And I feel like Slot made a big mistake. I don't know what you think.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned the key name there, Cunha, who I thought was brilliant. And as you said, what he started to do is just sort of pick up little pockets of space, pick the ball, drive the ball, and just making stuff happen. And I think Arne Slot, you need to come to the table as well, because that's not coaching, just throwing bodies up. And then there was times where it's like Van Dijk was up front and Konate was up front. That don't constitute positively impacting the game. Of course you can score from it, sure, but with the resources now at your disposal, we need to see something a little bit more astute, something a little bit more sensible. Like he was getting all the plaudits in his first season. Tactical analysis, this, measured that. I think in essence we're playing with 5 strikers at a point. You know, that's not measured. That's not controlled. It screams of a man who's got resources beyond his wildest dreams. But you need to wake up, bro. This is your reality, and you've got tons of talent at your disposal, and ultimately it's up to you to make it work. Now it is difficult. What does he quite do with the striker situation? Ekitike is hot, but Isak is the cash cow. What do you do there? Is there a system where you can we can play both of them? And I think a big difficulty. I'll never ever call him a problem, but I think something that for Arne Slot needs to navigate is Mo Salah, because what it looks like is Isak and Ekitike. That's the succession plan.
What did I say at the start of the season? I said
what did you say?
I said he signed the contract. I need an Aubameyang season. It's all I asked for. Pierre-Emerick Mosalayang. That is the name. Mosalayang is what I'm looking. It is what I am asking. I am asking for.
That's
cool. What I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking.
I don't think
remember he's got more goals than Sesko this season, but yeah, that's cool. Fun
that's not a problem. That's not a problem for me. That's not a problem for me. It's not a problem for me. I don't know what you're trying to do here.
How about your boy in the prime of his life? How about your boy in the prime of his life? Rise it up.
What's that supposed to do with
Sesko's got 2 and 9. Okay, but we'll move on. I
can't believe this. I don't think it's as difficult as it seemed to be with the whole Isak and Ekitike.
Yeah, go on.
I think it's fairly simple. The one who's in form, you start him. I know Isak is the big money one, and the whole point is money means the assumption is he's going to be long term. It's not like start immediately at Liverpool. In my opinion, dropping Ekitike, that's what it was. Not saying he deserved it, but you've dropped Ekitike because Isak is here. And Isak, for me, hasn't done anything to say that he should definitely be fired, other than the fact that he cost a lot of money. Ekitike is on form, and he shows it every time he comes on the pitch. He might not score in the game, but you can blatantly see who, in the moment of time we are in, who is the better one. I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying
a time of play. Yeah, a time of play, sure.
For me, if it's by force, you start you want to put Isak in the starting lineup. It's not Ekitike who should have suffered. It should have either been Gakpo, or it should have been what's his name? Salah. And I get why Salah started, so in my opinion, it should have been Gakpo just based on seniority. But on form, this is not me disparaging his legacy and
of course.
Games. He's been nonsense for a minute now.
No, you don't have to preface it. We can all see with our eyes Mo Salah's not on form.
Yeah, I've got a question.
Nobody is disrespecting Mo Salah by saying, actually, you are the weak link in this attack currently, and you are going to have to get dropped. Because
I wouldn't drop him.
What I'm saying, Oscar, is that ultimately Mo Salah. Listen, this is not an agenda. This is just facts. The clear distinction between Mo Salah and the forwards that he gets compared to is that the X factor he has is in finishing.
Yeah.
In the box, Mo Salah is an assassin. This is what I've always said: world-class attacker, not a world-class footballer. Because now yesterday's game required X factor. Yesterday's game was 1 Ahmad assist, 1 good Mbeumo finish, 1 good cross from Bruno, 1 Maguire header.
Yeah.
That was the game. And Gakpo hit the post how many times?
3.
So you need more volume from your other attackers.
Yeah.
Salah did nothing in the game. Salah did absolutely nothing in the game. And it's not the first time we've seen that this season. Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying it's not disrespectful to say that Salah should be dropped. It's not, because ultimately you're going to have to ask the question of what is the most balanced Liverpool team.
Yeah.
And
I don't think.
And if it's not dropped, it has to be early sub. It has to be early sub. If you're not going to drop,
I don't think it's a matter of. I don't think it's a matter of disrespect. I think you're right. He definitely hasn't performed well enough in the last few games to say I must be starting. However, when you look at Liverpool's attacking options, who comes in on the right-hand side and has much of an impact?
Yeah, and that's why I was like,
all of their subs were better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why.
But ultimately, surely one of the things that you think about is the balance. Because if I look at the window of time between Ekitike signing and them still pursuing Isak, surely you have to ask yourself what the plan is here. Like if I buy like multiple utensils, but I'm only going to be making soup every week, I have to make utility out of the rest of them.
I said this on the podcast. I said during the time period you're talking about, I literally raised the question. I said, what on earth was Liverpool's plan this season? Was it always to get these two? And now that they're going for both, have they thought about how this is all going to fit into the
team? And you know when I first asked that question, Oscar? When they signed Jeremy Frimpong.
Ignore Frimpong.
That was the first time I asked the question.
Yeah, to be fair, he did ask. He did ask. Because I questioned it as well.
because to me, it didn't. That is one of the dumbest signings I've ever seen in a while.
I agree with that.
Man United make dumb signings, so I know. That is one of the dumbest sign I've ever because unless you're telling me at some point in time post this season, Liverpool are going to be playing three at the back, which means Jeremy Frimpong is actually a genius signing. But even still, I don't think physically he can hang. Slot hasn't given us any evidence in the past of him being a three at the back manager. So why did Liverpool go for this guy? And ultimately, he's been much better offensively when Salah's either come off or had to cut inside. But ultimately, you have to make a choice every week. Is it Conor Bradley or is it Jeremy Frimpong? To me, because Salah is so good and is so effective, when Henderson is helping him defensively in midfield and Trent covers in that midfield space when he tucks inside, Jeremy Frimpong is none of those things. It's like a proper misprofiled signing, in my opinion. So if you're going to do this, then it has to make sense from there. Then you sign 2 9s in the hope that Ekitike's versatility as an attacker can help you lot in other areas of the pitch, like right wing, like left wing, when ultimately he is hooping centrally.
The problem is,
to me, the problems Liverpool have made with this transfer window is almost like what would have happened if Liverpool had let Klopp sign what's my man's name from Dortmund? I think he wanted
Julian Brandt.
Julian Brandt. I remember the story going something like the technical directors said, no, we want Mo Salah because it suits what you want to play a lot more. As much as you've got German tinted glasses on, we think this makes more sense. This summer signing, the summer transfer window feels like what would have happened if Klopp had gotten all his guys. And to me, Liverpool are not looking at, well, Slot, should I say, is not looking at balance currently. He's looking at Mo Salah's on 400 a week he has to play. And he's looking at 125 million worth of striker he has to play. For me, it doesn't. Oh my God, they just scored.
There's been a goal at London Stadium.
Yes, there's been a goal at London Stadium.
West Ham have been getting peppered. I'm not watching it. I'm just reading the report.
I'm watching.
I'm watching.
They're getting tired.
Long day.
It's a long day.
Who's what? Robin, you're watching. Tell us what's going on.
Literally every 2 minutes that I've been scanning, it's a corner to Brentford. They finally scored an open play. Who was it? Their number 9. Yeah, Thiago is slotted in. Yeah, slotted in. Yeah. Keeper saves it, but then it blundered still into the goal.
I've seen Kelleher once.
Yeah, like literally, it's been all Brentford. All Brentford.
The Hammers are in trouble, and
it's a problem for them.
Yeah, but
Nuno's not happy.
That's my 2 pence on like the chemistry and balance thing.
What's his name? The teenager. Where's he at? What position does he play?
What, Rio?
Rio, yeah.
I was right. My bad. I was going to say, was he like?
So for me,
you say Liverpool, yeah.
I've never seen that.
From what I watched, I didn't watch the full game. I watched the highlights. Yeah. Number one, the first goal, the first minute. Van Dijk, you've seen the danger. Why are you passing it off, bruv? I don't understand. Deal with it. You don't know where Konate is. You're cover. And keeper should do better. Isak is not fit. Whatever it is off.
In October, David?
Yeah.
Something's off. It's not working.
No. As in, I'm agreeing with you. Like in October,
it doesn't look right. Bad. Whatever he did over the summer, I don't know. I'm not making an excuse. It just doesn't look right. and Adrian
got the Swedish man fired.
Adrian, I don't know if Slot is still what is it? Has Ikitike started ever since he got sent off against Southampton?
Is it still?
No. The game after that was the Palace game, actually, where Isak clearly wasn't fit but had to play. And you would have said Ikitike had the shirt. But no, yeah, you're right.
He's not started since, isn't it?
No, he hasn't.
Bro, you need to allow that, bro. You've lost 4 games in a row. Go back to what was working, bro.
No, but my mind's moaning. Oh, United come with different team. We were expecting Sesko to come. Now they come with.
Hey, listen,
man.
Your Premier League winning manager.
Champions.
I'm not hearing that, bro.
Yes, guys, they can change teams.
We're allowed to do that. Managers are allowed to do that.
I didn't listen to the press to his post match. Yeah. What was the context of that? Because I only saw.
He was expecting. I was expecting this, and then it's sort of like they came with something different. So,
it doesn't matter what the context is. You don't say that.
There's no context.
You don't say that.
No, but do you know what? Yeah, I always mention this on Top 4 podcast. When these managers get asked 100 questions, they have to just answer. So sometimes they're just saying what happened.
No, but
making
the context is what you think it is, Oscar. He's like,
that kind of stuff works.
Did you watch it? Yeah,
I watched it.
That kind of stuff.
Fair enough if you watched it. You watched it.
The context makes sense if it's like a question, like when they were asking Arteta stupidly about like how did you feel about the football, and then he answers it because they asked him a dumb question, and then they start spinning that. That context makes sense.
And then people are like, why is Arteta talking about
this one? In my opinion, feels like this one feels more like you clearly will probably ask a question about what you expected or what you thought how United were going to play. That to me, it doesn't sound like not an excuse per se, but it sounds a bit like we planned for this and we didn't have another way to fix it. And
you didn't get your way. Just deal with it.
I'm not like rubbishing Slot as some kind of bum manager or anything. Like, this game's going to happen, but I'm just saying those kind of talks are a bit like because
all you can say is that they were better than us on the day. Like you don't have to say that.
Do you think you were?
No. Yes. This is what I'm saying to you. I don't think we were better than Liverpool on the day. I don't think we were better than them.
Liverpool had deserved winners. I think we were deserved winners.
You can be deserved winners, not be.
Listen. I said the same thing when they beat us 7-0. That if you watch the first 20 minutes of that game, we were on them, and the game was evenly matched by half time. At the end of the game, Liverpool had 8 shots on target and 7 went in. I'm not saying Liverpool weren't better than us that day. That's not what I'm saying. They were better than us. 7-0 more than justifies that. But when you see how many chances they had in front of, like Lamens was being praised by United fans, and rightfully so, because again, how many times did you see the opposition goalkeeper? Lamens was on display a lot because they had chances. They had a possessional a dominance in our half. So I'm not going to sit here and say that we were better than them, but I think that the result was just a case of quality at the right time. Everything went in at the right time that was supposed to go in, and it's one of those fine margins ones. On another day, Gakpo scores the 2 chances.
He has a hat trick.
It's a different game. Yeah. So Oscar, I don't think we were better than them, but I'm not. It's one of those. It's like the last time we beat them at Anfield was Rooney's goal. Yeah.
Yep.
I will never forget how much Firmino battered us that game. They battered us, but ultimately you have to get the dub. The way we play is not sustainable. The first thing I said when I spoke about United is we weren't better than them. I'm not going to gas this performance up and all of a sudden Amorim is the guy. No, but it can be a turning point. We'll see. If we drop points in the next game, none of us here will be shocked. Yeah. But the issue that's how I've always said to you guys on the podcast from inception, I don't care about deserved. Put the ball in the net.
Yeah, I personally say I'm always of the opinion for the most part, like 99% of the time, if you win it, as far as I'm concerned, unless you actively like there's actual proof like someone cheated, if you've won the game, you deserve to win the game because you put the ball in the net. That's just how it is. You may not have been the better team, that's a different conversation. But if you've won it,
we deserve to win. We deserve to win.
All right, can we move on, please?
Any watches from this game, David? You said you got a few watches to buy. I'm intrigued.
Is it a Vacheron? Is it a Longines? Is it a Rolex? Is it a Casio? Is it a Timex?
It's a Rolex still, mate.
Ooh, they yeah. They told us.
The expensive one, mate. But the number nine, bruv. He needs to up his Viva.
Wait, can I clarify what the watches are for again? Just to
history, right? History time.
Question.
Back when, what year was it when he arrived? Timo Werner arrived into Chelsea, and I saw one game of him, and I said, "This is a problem." I'm watching him. I've got my watch on him, and it started from there. So Timo Werner was the first purchase of the watch, and my watch was correct, and I have a good streak.
Yeah, undeniable.
I have a very good streak. So that's the history behind the watches, and we go from there.
There's one at Anfield. Then we need to bring another one.
I'm gonna say, but what I'm gonna say is, I don't know. I feel like it's not me. It's not me doing the watching this. I just feel like slightly premature for Isak because we've seen what he did. But I'm not gonna fight you on it. It's your own watch.
Right? Oh yeah,
it's your own watch.
Oh yeah, 150 M's. Hey, you're not.
Where are you not getting this 150 from? I don't mind the tax. I'm just saying
it's 133 pounds, 150 euros. That's where everyone's getting 150 from.
My bad.
Because remember when I asked at the start of the season, because people were doing Wahala, I said, "Are we doing this season in euros? Tell me yes or no." And people said yes. I said okay. I said okay.
Peter mentioned Caicedo's fee in euros. I said, we're doing euros this year, yeah?
Yeah, we're doing euros. I said, okay, we're doing euros.
Hey, Brexit. We're British pounds. Brexit.
Yeah.
What's happened now?
What's going on?
It's two.
That's a finish.
2-0 to Brentford.
West Ham are going down.
What?
Thank God.
Yeah, West Ham at home.
Thank God I'm not working today.
The through ball.
All right, Thiago, yeah. Thiago's having a good start to the season. I won't lie.
And guys, I'm telling you right now, the stadium is being emptied, mate.
There isn't a stadium in the Premier League that empties quicker than
It's a given, man.
White seat.
Oh, wait. Pause.
Offside.
He's onside.
He's on. What's up? Oh
no.
The back foot.
It's still going. They're checking.
Okay.
But before that, I do want to read about this because there's a VAR issue at West Ham. They said there's a power outage, so they're using VAR virtual lines for this game. Simulated offside is off. Yeah.
Of course.
So just stand by on that. Stand by.
Oh gosh.
What?
I'll let you know. Yeah, there was a power outage somewhere in Europe that's affecting semi-automated offside. I don't know, but the Premier League tweeted that. The Premier League tweeted it. So
he's onside.
Whilst that's going on, I want to clarify. This is not me saying that Isak shouldn't be looked at. I'm just saying, in my head, watch sounds like, oh, you're waiting for him to be. He's gonna be rubbish. I'm saying he started poorly. You can diss him. I'm just saying I don't. I'm saying the quality's there.
I think it's because Wirtz has been so bad. We have to move it onto Isak because what are we doing? 10 games.
No, Isak is a British transfer record. What are we doing here? David, you buy a watch.
I didn't say he shouldn't buy it. I didn't say he shouldn't buy
it. Guys. Offside.
Okay. I think Adrian, you've actually got off lightly here because we don't have enough time to keep going on Liverpool.
We could have gone on.
I could have gone another 10 minutes.
I just want to part with this. Speaking of watches, that goalkeeper that you lot get a hard on over.
No. Hold on. Who's getting a hard on? Say names.
I've heard Rubinho. I've heard them call him Schmeichel. I've heard them say. I thought they put 8.3 rating out of 10. Okay, cool. I saw this guy almost drop a ball a catch into his net, and I saw him pick up a ball he dropped.
Have you rated Lemons?
He has.
Of course he has.
So I said this guy's the truth at the start.
Robin.
No. So I'm not defending it. So no, I'm not saying this. He's talking about catching the ball and he says I'm in the back of that. Brother, he catched the ball. So
fine.
Move on.
Do you know what?
Just because he's scared your magical running down the wing from actually scoring a goal, from actually getting into the net, doesn't mean you can just say that. So it is what it is. Listen, I'm trying to get to say, and all the stuff. You give me the context. We love context on this podcast. I keep telling you, man.
Hey, host.
We as Manchester United fans have seen trauma in our goalkeepers. We have seen goalkeepers. So, I don't want stuff. If you want to come at me,
so Robin,
yeah.
For the sake of clarity, where do you stand with Sen Lamens?
Oh, we have next week, Dennis.
Huh?
Dennis, we have next week.
No. Because I've seen Robin say, what's it called? Like I saw the picture where you put up the 8.3 up, and then I've seen him say,
he's
the truth. Because Oscar, do you know I'm doing this? Yeah.
Do you know what the first words I said in the group chat? I said a decent goalkeeper can change your life. Lamens is a breath of fresh air. Because I know what the history is.
and Oscar, the reason why I'm doing this is because you don't see Adrian pull out notebooks for any other topic of discussion. And so that's how I know he's rattled. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But he's never going to score in a row.
No, Oscar. That's not the point. Isn't because he didn't pull out notebooks for Galatasaray, right? I'm saying this specific fixture because it's United, he's rattled. And
you could handle the real artillery.
No. It's locked. It's locked. It's too late.
Hold
on. So you're gonna write that down as I rate Amorim. Cool. You do that.
Hey, you
said
this is why this is pathetic. This is why this is pathetic. Because if I say something that is clearly in jest, why would I?
Okay, apologies. I'll pass it up. It was banter.
Hold on.
Okay, it was banter.
You're telling me, Oscar, you're telling me with your chest, you believe I rate Rúben Amorim?
No, but he didn't say you rate Rúben Amorim. He said
you're not what I'm trying to say is that Adrian is really rattled.
Yeah.
No, he's actually rattled. I finished 15th. He's
Harry Maguire.
Hey.
I can't hear you.
I'm saying every Liverpool fan was absolutely kissed yesterday. They're not okay with losing to Man United.
No. That's not the issue. I'm never okay with losing to Liverpool. I have issues with some of the things they say, but you don't see me writing down notes because we've lost to Liverpool. So I'm saying because of his agendas that have failed, he's actually writing down notes so he can come back in next week.
Go back to it. He said, "Oh, by the way, that's what this."
No. You mentioned Isak. You mentioned VVD.
What have I said that's a lie?
And then you put Lamens the truth.
What have I said that's a lie? What have I said that's a lie? Tell me what that's a lie.
He just noted it down.
No. Because this is what Oscar. This is what happened in the group chat today. He said, I'm soft launching about Scott McTominay when he knows I've never rated Serie A for the last 3 years. So why are you writing down notes of something you know is true? So I'm saying this is not Oscar. He's really rattled.
All right, cool.
No, he's actually rattled.
No, Ernest, I acknowledge he's rattled. Can we move on to the next game, please?
Next game. No, because what happens in the group chat is that man forget, and then they start to remix what really happened. That's what
Man brought up Rasmus Højlund, and I was like, what?
Lola, I wish you were in the room. He brought up Rasmus Højlund. What's going on here?
Right. Are you going to let me get to the context of it, or are we going to?
No.
See, censorship. Okay, fine.
I'm not here for the
If you get to the context, I will not stop.
Censorship.
We've been here for an hour, mate.
You guys have an hour.
It's a wonderful hour.
A wonderful hour. Glorious hour.
Guys,
enjoy it, bro.
Liverpool
amazing hour.
More space for Arsenal to increase their lead at the top of the Premier League table. Guys, Arsenal went away to Fulham and won 1-0. David, talk to me on your Gunners performance.
Defensively, lovely job as usual. You don't know. Set piece FC again. Yes. Tick. I need another watch bought.
4?
My number 9.
I ain't heard Glock 9 in weeks.
My number 9. Can I tell you why? Yeah,
My heart.
I know we're top of the league.
Heart.
Wait, pause. Oscar, what was that?
I don't know, man. I ain't seen it in so long. I don't know what he does. What's his?
You know you tried, you failed. Don't try that.
Yeah.
Continue.
What is it? Listen.
My heart's sad for this one. My heart is sad for this one.
We're top of the league, yeah. And I looked at the statistics. We're nowhere in the top 10 of goal scorers, bruv. Haaland is on 11 goals in 8 games. I am not repeating 2022-23 where I was called fake David. I've had enough, mate. I'm calling it now. I need improvement in the goal scoring area, bruv.
What are you calling?
End of story, bruv. We're not winning this league if my striker is not getting. Someone in the front line needs to get. We're not even in double digits yet. Hey, I am concerned. And City are right behind us. They're right there lurking.
City ain't winning the league, man.
I don't give
City
a
are
damn.
not winning the league, man.
We're top of the league. Cool. We're top of the league. I have no comments on this game. We won it. Cool. My concern is goals. All this sharing business, set piece. I'm not having it, bruv.
It's a sad one.
I have no other complaint. There's nothing
because he had a decent start. I was thinking, you know what, he's actually gonna go and what's, but he has been quiet still.
Decent start.
Can I interject?
Yeah, you go for it, Lolo. You go for it.
Yeah. So agree with majority, if not all, for the most part of what Dave said. I think defensively were great, if not one of the best in Europe.
In the best in Europe.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I think it's even better because I think slowly it took longer than it should have for Arteta to realize, oh wait, we actually have the best centre back partnership. Maybe I don't really have to have everyone stay backwards when we attack. I only really need them and occasionally one of the I'm not even gonna say one of the fullbacks and Timber to stay occasionally there, and he can eventually join them, as opposed to it being everyone stay back. And then like 4 of you go forward. So that is an improvement in terms of like, yes, we have a great defense. Stop forcing everyone to also defend. It also adds to the whole narrative of like everyone loves to kind of, especially that Carragher guy, loves to kind of like jump onto the whole Arsenal play with 4 centre backs and 3 DMs. And I'm like, it was called offside. But look at what one of you people are calling one of the centre backs, one of the defensive minded players on the pitch. Where was he for that goal that was offside? He was bloody playing striker. This is what you're adding to me to make me kind of upset that we're playing Calafiori and Timber. It's the same. I have the same opinion about Timber that I had about the Argentinian butcher who's been injured for forever and a day at United. Because you play centre back in the Netherlands doesn't mean you're a centre back. When you're this small, you're a full back or you play in the midfield. You don't play centre back. So the whole thing with Timber, oh yeah, he's centre back. He's a full back, man. He ain't play centre back in actual proper thing. He's a full back. Same thing with the midfield. What's his name? The giant one for Spain. He's Spanish McTominay. Them man aren't what you want for midfielders. But if you actually have like people around them to do the actual work and just let them box crash, they will get you goals. But you know what happens when they don't get goals? They don't midfield. It's the same thing with McTominay. Neither one of them can.
Interesting analysis.
because I've been saying this since for time. People were looking at me like, "Oh, he scores for Spain. He scores for Spain. He scores for Arsenal." When I was like, he scores for Arsenal when he plays 9, and for Spain it's because he's got everyone else does his midfield job for him, and he can just box crash. But that's by the by. I'm not really kind of fussed for the most part about those two areas. I agree with David in the attack is where I'm kind of looking, because I think it's easy to kind of just go into like Arsenal being set piece. But I always say this when you look at the certain like stats and all these things that you can get now, we spend so much time in the penalty box, and with all the blocks and all that stuff happening, corners are bound to happen. If you spend in the league, we are like by and far away the team who spends most of the time in the opposition's penalty box. Meaning, if you don't get a goal, more times out of 10, a corner is going to happen. It's going to come from it. Now, from corners, we are very good at delivering corners and having players in the box who know how to actually score for them. It's not on Arsenal to now miss corners because you man don't like it. If you want to stop it, actually stop us. That's literally. I'm not hearing. I understand the whole like, Arsenal score corners. I get it. It'd be great to score more from open play, and I think we should. I'm not denying that aspect. My thing is to pretend like it's on Arsenal's onus to stop scoring from corners because you man don't like it. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not a bad good at corners.
I don't think that's the.
No, it is. No, I'm not saying that's David's point. I'm just making a general point on that. With Gyökeres now, his whole thing is when we kind of had the summer thing about bringing the number 9. Was Gyökeres the main one I wanted? No. I'm not going to pretend like I knew much about him other than the fact I know he's got some goals and he's in Europe and these things. My whole thing was when we were linked to him and it looked like we're definitely going to get him, my whole thing was, look, I know he's not a footballer, but what he is and whatever puts on him is the fact he scores goals. So my whole kind of outlook on him was simple. I know you're not going to play good football. What I need from you is to score goals. Now, I don't like to be kind of trigger happy and cut man off bare early. But I said it before, and I think last time I was on this when I was like, what I do need for him, because he's not kind of doing the football, I need you to be getting goals. And this is not the situation, I think, because, and it wasn't in this game, they're showing us that since Saka's slowly warming back into form after his injury, he gives, this is not a thing of like there's barren chances where he's getting one chance in the game and he's missed it. He has got more than one chance, and he has had more opportunities to run in behind and grow the channels. And what his issue is he's either snatching at things or he's picking the wrong battle. He's still of the mentality that he's in Portugal where everyone can be fought. He keeps trying to fight as opposed to what he's good at, which is running in behind, running channels. And occasionally you can like duel a centre back or pick your battles. It wasn't working in this game, and rather than him trying to like, and then him diversifying and thinking, okay, cool, the fighting the centre back's not working. Let me fight. Let me go down the channels, and he's like he needs to like be better at like choosing when to fight. And at the moment, he keeps just trying to fight everybody. And I think, like I said, there were chances in there where Saka not gave it on the play, but gave him very good chances where he should have scored. Don't get me wrong, some of them were blocked well. Leonard had a very good save for one of them, and I'm not gonna like.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I'm not going to like say every single shot that he had, it should have definitely been a goal, because good keeping is good keeping and good defending. But he does need to do a bit more and choose your battles better. Like I said, my whole thing is I'm looking at him, and my view on Gyökeres is very simple. I put the target on him. You must get me a minimum 20 goals. That was my thing. So it's one of those ones where I can sit here every week and complain about how he plays football, but I knew it beforehand. My thing about Gyökeres has always been, you get me the goals, I don't really care what happens. He's got 3 goals. In comparison to the other strikers, bar Haaland, who's a freak of nature, it's not, in comparison to others in the league, it's not bad. But for what you've been offered and what you've been given and what you should be doing in the team of like who's top of the league and you have been given chances, it should be more. And that's what I'm looking at as. It's not like you've been 100% starved. You were at the start, which is why I gave you extra leeway, but you are getting chances now. And some of them you're either a step behind or you're not where you're supposed to be because you're trying to fight, man. And that's my whole thing on it.
Yeah.
And on a positive side, okay, Saka was warming well. The one break I'll give him, the one positive that I'll give him is that he's helping Saka in the fact that Saka's not playing against 3 man anymore. Because usually the majority of the time he's got 3 man. It's now more often 2 or 1. So it's like he's getting a bit more freedom. So I'll give him that nugget of grace. That doesn't take away from the fact that he should be getting some goals in this. That's what I'm saying on that one.
So you think you think Gyökeres is like occupying people in the box or in the final third that at least frees up some space for Saka?
I don't know if the word occupying is word. It cannot. But I think it's more because I think people know he does like to run in behind and he can shoot in the box if you give him time. There's more. They're thinking more about you can't just go purely for Saka anymore. There is someone who can run, and again, his reputation is which is where it helps us. Even if he is playing poor, he has got a good reputation of being a guy who can shoot for the box. So you guys are not stupid enough just to let him be there. Like with Havertz beforehand, for the most part, people would just leave him because it's Havertz. Whereas his reputation wasn't a goal scorer, whereas Gyökeres is. So there's a bit more. Obviously, the longer this thing goes on, that could change if he doesn't fix his form. But at the moment, it's working in our favour.
Okay. So I don't know. I don't know. Like for Arsenal, it seems like everything is going according to plan. Even if you're not playing super great, you are winning every week. Liverpool keep dropping points. Is there more confidence about the two of you for the rest of the season and the title running now than it was at the beginning of the season?
I mean, I've been fairly consistent. I think I've said I said Arsenal's squad is good enough to win the league. So all that stuff with Peter, who you're never gonna watch his back, who was like handing off the league early to Liverpool because we dropped some points.
Game week 3. Game week 3.
I said it then. I said it then. I said it then. And even with Murad,
and the receipts.
I've talked about Murad earlier, where it's like he's now bringing Champions League back. Him and Murad were both succeeding the league immediately after 3 years. And I was like saying, for one thing, it's way too early to say anyone is winning the league. Obviously, fans of either team can say we'll win the league. Obviously, we do. Every team should be saying that for the most part, who are like have a good enough team to win the league. But my opinion is always the same. I can't say for guarantee that Arsenal are going to win the league or Liverpool are going to win it. What I can say and what I'm still saying is our squad and our team is good enough to win the league, and I've stood by that, and I still stand by that. I will make a more definitive statement like post January and like March time. But now this doesn't change anything either way for me. I've been consistent. I said this team is good enough to win the league, and it should.
Next week, Arsenal have Palace at home. You then play Burnley. Then you got Burnley away, and then you got Sunderland away. So
9 points.
It should be 9 points. And I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that in a flippant way where I'm saying Palace, especially Palace of this season, are some pushovers. I'm saying it on the fact that we should be going on the run of winning these games, not on the extent of arrogance or on the these teams are rubbish, and it should be winning these games. Whether or not, obviously, again, I would love a game where it's more of a convincing win in terms of the goal. But in terms of like the Fulham game, people will talk about how they had some flashes early on. Wilson shot at the goal. I said it before. How many of them were on target? If you with my chest, was I terrified in that game?
Yeah,
no. That's my defense.
No,
obviously,
there was.
Fulham played for a draw.
Yeah, like obviously no defense is airtight. Some people will concede. You can, but when I watch these games, I'm not a thing where I was sitting there saying terrified, thinking, "Oh my gosh, they're going to score in a minute." No, I fully didn't trust the defense. So that was my thing. So like this hope. So what I want is games where the guys up front finish their dinner. If it happens to be 5 corners, do it because people get mad. This is where my hater comes in, where it's like cry again because every single time I keep seeing people cry about the fact we 4 corners. Every single game, finish every single game 1-0, winning more corners. I don't give a crap. If you win them, I don't care.
Of course.
Because I spent years loving Wenger and how he played, and he got us niche. So I'm going to take, if we win it, we win. I don't care.
As I've said, as you have known me on this podcast, I've said it and I'll keep saying it again. Can't set piece your way to a title.
I didn't say that. Obviously.
I'm just saying, I'm not saying you. I've said it.
No, but I'm saying is obviously you can't.
For the past 3 seasons, I need goals from open play. 20 goals from my striker.
But yeah, David is talking about sustainability.
This is not. I'm telling you, I've watched this Premier League for how many years? 20 years.
I hear you 100%. I am 100%
on it.
It can't just be purely set pieces. But my point is, this happened to. I think we're good at kind of going on these ones. I think when a couple of goals start going in from own play, it kind of flows with us. It's one of those things that happens. That's what I'm saying. I don't particularly say. This is why I don't kind of get in my head about the set pieces. Because I do think we can score from open play. Some of them are kind of people touching, people are getting whatever. But my whole thing is like I don't like people disparaging set pieces.
No, but Lolo, you know what it is, yeah? There's obviously fans who are going to just get onto you because they don't like Arsenal.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine with that.
But the initial premise, from my understanding, is that the fan base that I know from the past, like hailing back to like pre-Fabregas days, is that you guys as a fan base always prided yourself on being the tastemakers of the Prem.
Oh, 100%.
So there was always a style of football that you lauded, and then there was stuff that you hated, which is one of the reasons why famously your fan base was known to like be anti Mourinho.
I agree with you. My whole thing is though, I agree with you that Arsenal fans and how we used to play was very much aesthetics. How we played was
your whole thing was there was a way to play, there was a way not to.
And whilst I agree with that, my whole thing is to obviously to a higher level. I'm not trying to die the West Ham death kind of way. I'm forcing myself to I'll do things the West Ham way, but in the equivalent of Arsenal way. You know what I mean? Like
no, your mentality is mature, but the problem is your fan base flip flops.
Wait, sorry. Sorry.
Can you hear?
He's getting shot. He's getting shot outside.
Fireworks.
I think it's
Diwali, man.
Diwali.
Yeah, Diwali.
I'm thinking, what is happening?
A window. It's outside.
But what I was saying is like I 100% agree with the fact that it's like I do agree in the fact that we do need to score more from open play. I think it will come. It's annoying it hasn't happened yet because I think based on how we're playing, I don't see it not eventually. It's just I think maybe that's the optimistic part of me. But based on what I've seen and what we have, I do think the open play stuff will happen. I think it's one of those things that look, let it run for now, see what happens. But my whole thing is, I think my rebuttal to a lot of things, or why I kind of speak on it in this kind of manner, is because the teams who kind of are lambasting Arsenal for the set pieces are teams who are also benefiting from set pieces, but they want to keep quiet and just only
like who?
Because certain team in West London scored all 3 of their goal set pieces. I ain't hear a word on it. I ain't hear a word on it. They scored bare of their goals this season. I had a word on it.
That's the thing. I don't care about them, man. There, me.
I'm
about winning the title, bro.
No. But I agree with you. I'm not. We can't. No team is going to win purely on set pieces.
And we've done this. You can't reinvent the wheel. I know how Premier League titles won. Yes,
but if Arsenal do win the league, it will be very boring.
I don't give a crap. Win it. I don't care.
It will be like I think if you lot are the league winners,
it will.
But we're not going to be entertained in
But you know what it is? I agree. I think based on how we play in context and how it all is, most likely if we do win the league, it won't be based on the Wenger style of winning the league. But also, I don't. Again, I say
if Arteta's armpits show in May,
you don't give a damn. You don't give a damn.
I won't question it. I'm not going to say Pim.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm not going to say Pim. But if you don't do it, I'm going to tell you why.
And this is where we align. If all of this is mute, if we don't actually win it, because we sacrifice, like I said, the style of play that Arsenal fans are accustomed to. You've gone away from that, and it only works if you win something. If you've deviated to come second, what was the point? You know what? You change everything for a sake of just nothing. You know what I mean? So he has to actually win something with this style, or it all just comes down to like you've got a great defense, you've done all this work, you've got Saka, all these men who are doing so much work, but you haven't won anything with it. So it's like you've kind of changed the image of what Arsenal football is to just kind of come second and not win anything. But like I said, why I'm not like losing my mind over it is because, like I said, I grew up in this stuff with Arsenal playing a certain way. It was nice. I was seeing one touch goal every single week. It was beautiful. We won niche. Every single time was like fighting to finish fourth to get Champions League. Yeah. FA Cup, which I do love FA Cup, don't get me wrong. But we weren't doing anything with it.
Hold on. You're missing out a crucial context. We did spend like close to $1 billion.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I can add context and you can tell me that we didn't spend a lot of money, but the fact of the matter is there's still a good chunk of time between not spending nothing and the quality we had on our team that we didn't win anything. So what I'm saying is we can play all pretty and nice football all you want, score from open play, score nothing from corners. Remember, we used to be horrendous for set pieces, but we did nothing with that. So you can play fancy football, you can play and score from open play and all that stuff. But we did that, and it didn't yield us anything. So what I'm saying is, I don't mind adding more set pieces and being a bit more boring and not entertaining other people if we win. Like I said, all my points rest on winning. If we don't win, by all means, everyone can do what they want. But if we win, I couldn't give a crap. And also, to add, my last bit will be simple this. It is not Arsenal's job to entertain all you, man. I'm saying you, man, in a wider sense. Because entertaining, quote-unquote, entertaining football was the game against Liverpool, Man United. And that game was open as hell. So, and the only reason games tend to be entertaining for rivals or opposition fans is because there's jeopardy. There's a chance, the better team could lose, or that team... And the fact of the matter is, Arsenal have nullified that for the most part. Obviously,
that's a great point you just raised, Lola. And one thing I was going to say about United is the reason I'm hammering out is because Sunday is the final form of our game plan. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. No control.
Like me as a neutral, I enjoyed the Liverpool Man United game. It was back,
but there's no control.
Post was getting hit, did all these things, and that's fun for someone who doesn't have a stake in either one of your clubs. But for me, I'm sitting there watching my team go hell for leather when we used to like fight with Watford. It was an entertaining game. I don't want that. I don't want it.
Yeah, man, I'm with you.
What do you do?
What I would say David's point is not necessarily more so entertainment value. It's more so scalability. Like, are you going to be able to 1-0 your way to a league? Which is, I don't necessarily think that's necessarily what you're going for, but I think that's more the question, isn't it?
No, but like I said, I don't think we will. I think it's an aspect to our game that we need.
I think that's more than possible.
No,
I think it's possible.
That's difficult, bro.
No, David. No, David. You have the best defense in Europe.
That's fine.
No. But my point is ultimately, you guys are. If you win it, obviously, not to say it hasn't been done before, you guys will be another tick on Alex Ferguson's statement about defense winning you titles.
Okay, let me ask a question.
Arsenal are suffocating teams and the chances they create against Arsenal.
Yeah, let me ask a question. If the 1-0s that Arsenal get in these games weren't from corners, but there were Gyökeres scored 1 goal, 1 game. Saka scored 1 goal, 1 game.
What's the difference?
Marino scored 1 goal, 1. It's all still 1-0. It's all still 1-0. It just happens to be an open play. And again, I'm not disparaging the fact that we do need to score from open play more. But I'm saying, if it is 1-0 kind of, because that was the whole, remember before the pretty football, our Monaco was 1-0 to the Arsenal. We weren't pretty to watch back then either.
This is it.
So what I'm saying is, you can 1-0. It's never not. We just need to kind of be able to alternate that it's not all from set pieces. And
I just think, do you know what it is? Yeah, like because I've seen it where our corners are not working. We have no ideas. That's my whole premise. I'm coming from.
No, I hate you.
You know what I'm saying? When the corners is not working, can I still create chances?
But what I'm also saying is, if we're looking at things and not like having our like overly fan man on it, in the game against Fulham, did we not create bare chances open play?
Yeah, we did. We just didn't touch them up. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If more of that happens, the same way that the Liverpool and Man United game happened, on paper, probably more time out than not, Liverpool win that game. Like, well, I'm not disparaging.
And the truth is, like, David, your concern is a quality issue. If Gyökeres is finishing his chances, you're not talking about the volume of chances he's creating.
That's what it
is. It's a non-issue. But he's not. I think you're deep down. Your issue is that he's not converting,
and that's what it is.
Because you don't trust Martinelli. No. I don't know about your relationship with Trossard as a starter.
No,
but I know you don't rate Martinelli. And you're not rating Gyökeres currently, but ultimately the quality and the finishing, because execution is a big part of why a team wins a game, loses a game, wins the league, doesn't.
My main point is every Premier League winning champion, someone has got 20 plus. I need that one, whoever it is.
I agree. I also do.
Is that a thing? Is that true?
I was gonna say, is it a more often than not?
Apart from Harry Kane.
No.
For Tottenham, yeah, because
you're talking about teams who've won the league.
Oh.
Yeah, teams who've won. Apart from that season, someone has got 20. Or combination, like Liverpool's first one under Klopp, Mane had 19, Salah had 19.
Okay.
Haaland.
What I'll say for me is that the league winning teams have multiple scorers.
Yeah.
I think that's more
always one guaranteed. Like even Chelsea,
which is fine, but 2 people have to be on double figures minimum.
Yeah.
And for me, ultimately, I'm looking at Saka.
Brother, Ernest, do you know what our top goal scorer is on now?
You can't look at Saka. It's Gyökeres.
No, Oscar. Oscar, we started this conversation by buying a watch for Gyökeres.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Gyökeres. There's nothing to discuss.
No, but okay, so when you said
No, you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying we can talk about Gyökeres not finishing till the cows come home, but I'm saying now that we've finished, because we've come to the conclusion he's not finishing. So who's the next guy, and who is the best player, or at least the MVP? And the MVP has to do his job as well. Like there should never be a season where the number 9 doesn't get enough goals, but your MVP is also stinking up the drain.
Yeah, Saka basically needs to do what he did prior to last season. He was injured a lot, so that's whatever.
Yeah, but
I'm saying that Saka just needs to, at minimum, do his normal, which is normally about 15.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
No, I think I was misconstruing what you're saying, because I'm like, Saka always does his job. Like when Saka
I'm saying no, because we're talking about something that's not happened in a while. Arsenal winning the league has not happened in a while. So
you said double figures. Saka's getting double figures.
I know he always gets double figures. But what I'm saying is, if Arsenal don't win the league this season, which can happen,
yeah,
Saka has to make sure he does his job. So he leaves with something.
Yeah, man.
Because we don't know if Gyökeres is going to leave with something. And Arsenal winning the league will heavily reflect on Gyökeres' contribution. Yeah. But I'm saying in the meantime, the rest of you, Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Eze, because Eze's another one I'm looking at recently. Like,
South London High.
Why are we looking? Why are we looking?
Because I don't think
Oscar, we need to let it all work out. We need to let it all work out.
It's taking enough responsibility offensively enough.
Yeah. Like, everyone. I
don't think he is.
Everyone in our attack has to hold some level of what's the word? Responsibility. Like it's all
West Ham are going down. West Ham are going down.
No, they haven't scored, but
West Ham are going down.
Like the Brentford are bullying them. They're bullying them. It's bad.
What I'm saying is, our attack, everyone, like I said, like Ernest said, everyone can scream about Gyökeres onto the cow come home. We know he needs to score. That's what he's there for, to score goals. But there's a lot of senior man, some guys who are who have either been the main man of the other clubs or the guys who are here, who also need to be able to actually contribute. And this is not me throwing him under the bus, but I say Saka needs to also do his job. Eze needs to do his job. Martinelli and Trossard need to contribute as well. It's like all of them, you don't get a pass because one man is not doing the.
They definitely don't get a pass. They definitely don't get a pass. And ladies and gentlemen, let me just let you know that if Mr. Let It All Work Out does not indeed have it work out, I'll be here. I'll be here for you guys in particular.
That's right. Again, all of you, man, you are free will to do that. But for me personally, what I'm saying is I agree. But he also, because the thing is, I think, and this is where again I needed Peter to be here, because the energy that certain people in the Arsenal fan base throw on Odegaard, you will notice when he's not on the pitch. And I've been on this for time. But Odegaard is a massive part of Arsenal, people like it or not. Whether they like it or not, it's a big part of how we create and how we play. His ability is there. You cannot just ignore it because you don't love the fact that No, because I don't like it, because there's a lot of things that we do in our midfield and how we kind of move and how we. I'm not saying that he's like been perfect and that he's like been it's like Saka level or he's like this kind of like OG guy where you can't do without. But what I didn't like for time is people trying to diminish the impact he has in how we create and how we move and how we dictate all this stuff. I'm saying you can see a difference when he's not involved in the squad at all. And that's what I'm saying.
I blame that section of your fan base on one man.
Which one?
Michael Arteta.
Okay, I mean you do that. I don't mind that.
I blame the way Odegaard has been framed by the people who don't rate him on the guy that has utilized him one way in the World Cup year and another way post World Cup. That's on one man. Because Odegaard was hoping that year, balling that year, and all of a sudden, man's got to think about how he defends more than he attacks.
Yeah, but even still,
one final thing I will say on this is that at the beginning of this podcast, another conversation we had, beginning of the season, was who's the better attacker, Eze or Odegaard?
Eze's better than Odegaard, though.
In attacking sense.
Eze's better than Odegaard, though.
No, but
this is not a gotcha moment. This is not a gotcha moment. I'm not saying it's a gotcha moment.
Crazy thing.
Oscar saying let it all work out.
No, but what? But this is where agenda is now coming over what we're actually talking about. It's a fact that Eze is a tapper. What Odegaard has over Eze, in my opinion, it's always been creativity and that kind of like dictation of play. Eze is he's a better in front of goal. He's just better at certain things in attack. I personally think we need them both. I think the fans who want to kick out Odegaard for Eze are the ones I'm looking at when it's like you people who complain about this. You want to remove quality and bring in you want to do 1 for 1 rather than having 2. That's what I'm complaining about. We need them both.
All right, so Arsenal being top of the league means that second place was up for grabs, and Manchester City and Erling Haaland just keep scoring goals. City beat Everton 2-0, comfy win for them. Guys, are we worried?
I'm not saying Man City until something else. All I'm saying is Haaland. You people can't make me change my mind.
You know what? I'll say Donnarumma, man, as well. I think he's been caught. I think he's been to me he's been the best signing this season.
Yeah. And that's the thing. For me, I've seen this story before. I remember Pete, the season I could fake David. My man's got 36 goals. I said, we're not winning that league title, bro.
But like
he'll keep him in it, but hey.
But like you said,
do you know, City are they're slowly chipping away.
Yeah,
but
like,
not enough to convince me otherwise over Arsenal or Liverpool.
Like we've pointed out before, there have also been teams who've got a man who scored mad goals and they ain't won. So I'm not giving them anything.
Tottenham.
I'm not giving them anything. I'm not saying that City or Tottenham. I'm just saying the same way we can point to this, that, and the third, you can do the same thing opposite. Until I see otherwise with how they play, I'm saying it's Haaland and Donnarumma.
Yeah, because the way they play overall it's still continuing from last season, but Haaland has just decided to switch on again.
They're also doing the unsustainable thing, but they've got 2 freaks in the goalkeeper and up front. So
if you're telling me Trafford was in goal, then cool. But they got Big Don.
Pep's on 2 weeks of that crap, and he said, "Forget about it. Go get me a proper goalkeeper."
The only thing that worries me. The only thing is like this is Pep's final season, so I don't know if he's like putting it on these men. It's like, right, you got to deliver me my final prem.
Maybe,
but yeah, other than that, yeah,
he doesn't have the team for that final prem.
Yeah, I'm not throwing him out. But what I'm saying is, I don't rate a lot about City this season, not in general. The team, like I rate Donnarumma. He's been showing like he's a great shot to ball, all that stuff. Haaland is Haaland. And it's Haaland on form, and it's like Haaland is not injured, but I don't rate that defense. People can't force me to. And then
the defense is still shaky.
And then midfield shoppy. So I want to like same way. I want to wait for certain things with Arsenal. I want to wait for certain things before I say anything like definitive. City ain't impressed me. Haaland and Donnarumma have impressed me, but that team ain't impressed me.
Hey, that's all you need, mate. A goalkeeper, a striker. Man, get out of trouble, mate.
All you need if your defense, in my opinion, if your defense is what's the word? It's reliable. That defense to me is not reliable. There's only a certain amount of times Donnarumma can stop goals before something will happen just because of on what's the word, on numbers games. Eventually, it will just because it has no choice.
Well, David, do you think they have more of a chance of winning the league than you?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying beware.
Oh yeah.
Beware of what?
All right. As I said, I've seen this story before.
No, but David, no. What I'm saying is your caution makes sense to a point. Because if you're saying,
bro, they're 3 points behind us.
What does that mean? It's October.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're there.
Yeah, but my point is, what are you seeing with your eyes?
My main point is, hey, Haaland is scoring goals. He's tearing it up. They're 3 points behind. Yes, their defense. There's issues there.
Yeah. I'll be honest. No, because I think my confidence comes from the fact that like I think that you guys always figure it out outside of injuries. Arsenal figure it out. By the end of April, May, you will be there or thereabouts. And what happens at the end of the season is the quality that you don't have is always on display. I'm saying Man City have the best number 9 in world football, and I think he will go down as the best number 9 of all time, and a quality goalkeeper. What's happening in the middle is not sustainable.
And that's the one thing. I think
when I see it, then it happens.
But that's like
that's when it happens, isn't it?
No,
that's what I'm saying.
But
Alan's sustainable, though.
I think all three teams have things that are quote unquote not sustainable. I think Arsenal have the whole can they score open play or is it just set pieces is not sustainable. Liverpool's thing was the whole conceding early and then scoring late to win it, not sustainable. City's whole thing is can you guarantee me that Haaland is going to score every single game to make sure you don't lose? Because there are games where
which is one guy.
And what I'm saying is I'm not denying the quality of Donnarumma. We know what it is. I'm not denying the quality of Haaland, like you said, best 9 in the world. What I'm saying is the same way there's unsustainable things in the other two clubs who are like vying for the title. With City, with or without Haaland, you can also say like how sustainable is it? Because they have lost games with him in the team, by the way, this season. So how sustainable is it also for him that he will also every single game score to make them not draw and lose? Because that's what happened. Some of the games.
I also think that it will be criminal for either Arsenal or Liverpool to let this team finish above them. I think it's criminal.
Yeah.
I think it's criminal.
I agree.
Guys, we said this last season.
No, David. No, because this is where you're becoming too cautious.
No,
Arsenal's team is top 5. People argued with me in the shop. Arsenal's team is top 5 teams in the world. Top 5. Mm-hmm. I said it after you lost it after the season was done. Arsenal's top 5. Arsenal's better than Man City.
Are they the best in England, though? Okay, so you said they are, yeah?
Who?
Because top 5 in the world is one thing, but are they the best in England?
Arsenal are better than City.
I think they're better than City. I don't think
Arsenal better than City.
Yeah, Arsenal are better than City.
No, this is not just table talk. What are you watching with your eyes?
Yeah.
Like Man City are a Haaland injury away. Look, Rodri's been out and look at how their midfield is doing. No, guys, I'm not saying Arsenal will win the league. I'm not saying who will win the league. I'm saying if any of you let City finish above you, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
At least you're the one who said it.
I'm not mad. Based on the teams today, this season, I think City are the third best.
Yeah,
so I agree with that. That's not me. That's not me saying that Arsenal are guaranteed to win the win thing, or like City can't win it. I just think they're not the best ones.
I know, but whoa. What's bagging for Arsenal then? We spent an hour tearing Liverpool a new one. We're saying City ain't. If we finish below City, it's doom and despair. So what? Arsenal, so are you not saying Arsenal can win the league?
Goes in the Premier League this season.
No. So what? So are they the best team in the league then?
Currently, yeah.
What?
The same way.
Oscar, I want you to see.
No, I'm about.
Back because the same way when Liverpool was top of the league, you would chest was out.
By the way, guys, I just had an epiphany.
He did 5 and 5. I don't forget.
Number 21 is still on, by the way.
Yeah,
now you know Oscar to give you the green light.
I thought about it.
Hold on. So now you don't want Oscar to give you the green light to say that. Okay, cool. Now
what's going on?
Because nobody here has denied that Liverpool was out. What we were kind of saying is the energy that you had at the start dropped from 10 to 3.
Hey, listen, it's okay to take an L 1 week and just say, you know what, guys?
He's rattled.
You got me.
I was rattled. I've seen the light. The league is,
It's 3 weeks on a bounce, man. He's not had a break.
Frankfurt.
Hold on.
Guten Abend. Can you do something for me?
Nothing David or I have gone out and been like, this league is done. It's Arsenal. We're winning it. It's done. No, I think for the most part, we've been fairly measured. I'm still saying that we can still win this league because we can.
Yes, we can.
We also made the point that obviously City are there, and so are you, man. The difference is we're just not pretending like it's wrapped up. We always say what's working well for us. Like you asked, our defense is the best in Europe, and I think that's getting into form. And like I said, the pass that, especially Peter again, he's not here. The pass that some people were giving Liverpool was like, wait for Isaac to click, wait for Wirtz to click, Wait for these man to click.
It's factual. It's not pretend.
No, but I'm not denying that. My
And
point
it's
was
also factual that
hold on.
Arsenal have conceded 3 goals this season.
no, but it's not only just that. My whole thing was like the same way you have man who haven't clicked into form. Not the same for us, or we pretending that Arsenal are at full fitness right now and everything's going. We just spent how long talking about how Gyökeres hasn't found his form when he was known to be a shooter. Saka has been back from injury and it's only now starting to warm up. All these people we have, Superman, all these things are new as well. You man can have that need to wait to click, but we can't.
Yeah.
That's fair, man. That's a very fair point.
And currently, all I'm saying, just on top of that, Haaland is clicking. Whether it's sustainable, that's not.
But also,
it's sustainable for Haaland to continue scoring at this rate that we're saying. It's not purple patch. This is. He could conceivably bang 40 in the league.
I've seen him do it before. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not denying that.
Last thing we'll say on this though, because when it's Haaland, David's whether it's sustainable, but when it's Arsenal, he's chief of sustainability.
But Oscar, this is what I'm saying.
But Haaland's not doing anything above his station though. Like the form Haaland is in, to carry this across the only stain will be if he stays fit or not. But Haaland can score at this rate for the whole season.
Haaland scoring goals is only one dimension of why City have won league titles. It's only one thing. It's not given the Brenner's
35 league goals is a lot of things though.
It's not. He did that once, and then there was also another year where he banged bare goals. He didn't win the league. What I'm saying is,
my agenda always been?
Man are acting like Haaland.
He's won 2 leagues out of 3.
You have won the game. Like that's not how it goes.
Why has my agenda always been about winning the league title? Why is it? And it's not like I'm bringing up something new.
David,
for how many years have I said this thing?
It's not what I said to you was winning the league means multiple players have double figures. It is not just one guy. Who was Adrian? Who was Liverpool's second top goal scorer last season?
Probably like Luis Diaz.
How many goals did he get?
Maybe like 12 or
12?
something.
How many goals did Gakpo get? Was it not 10?
10. You got 10.
Guys, what are we doing here? Like we can't act like Haaland being head and shoulders above everybody. No.
You're making my point for me.
No, David. No, you're making my point. You're making my point. What I'm making is multiple players have to score double figures.
And what have we not had? Have we had that? Have we had that?
Only mentioned Haaland. Have only mentioned Haaland.
Has Arsenal had that?
You only mentioned Haaland.
Has Arsenal ever had that? Answer my question.
No. Yes, we have.
You only mentioned Haaland.
23 season. Odegaard scored 10. Saka scored like 15.
Odegaard scored like.
You asked me a question. You asked
name them.
Arsenal
had like 15 that year.
Wait.
Name them. I've had enough of this crap. Name them.
You're asking, you keep talking. You let me say it.
Go on, then.
You asked if Arsenal have had a season where most people have had double figures. Here we have. Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli all scored double figures.
Yes.
Yeah, once. You know what?
Oscar, Oscar, let's go, man. Let's go.
One time. Thank you very much.
To David's point, though, Martinelli's not the same man anymore, and Saka's coming up a long-term injury.
Adrian, all we're saying is that equal points are null and void until both teams have multiple goal scorers. If you have, Adrian, he's only mentioned Haaland.
It's not like City won. It wasn't just Haaland scoring as well. City did have other scorers.
Can I say one thing?
City did have other scorers.
Yeah, and what we had at Arsenal, nothing.
Can I say one thing? You can tell me it happened once. You can say it happened once, and I agree.
Once.
But no, you keep saying it. So can I finish? What I'm saying is, it happened once. But the point is, you need at least one reference point. No, but you're getting mad over nothing.
Man.
You're getting mad over
How many times have City won the league and Haaland and after Haaland, this guy's lost. How many times have Man City won the league and the next top goal scorer was 9 goals and below?
And this is what we're saying. All I said is like,
how many times?
The question was asked.
Not often.
No. Adrian, when?
No, but the whole question is simple. So you asked, how many times has Arsenal scored multiple times? I said one time. Cool. It happened that one season. But the point is, it's a reference point. I mean, it can happen. That's all I was trying to say before everyone kept saying once. And it's one. The same way Haaland has scored, that record happened once.
And Lola, ultimately, you didn't know
just
the goal scorers.
Just to actually end this point, I'm bringing up the 23-24 season of Manchester City's. Erling Haaland in all competitions got 38 goals. The next person with 19 was Julian Alvarez. And Bernardo Silva got 12.
Okay, then. Yeah. So Haaland was the only reason they won.
And also Phil Foden got 27. Phil
19 though.
Phil Foden got 27 goals in that season as well. So yeah, in all comps. I'm talking all comps. Yeah. So the multiple person goals it makes sense. Yeah, I was like, how was a freak?
The last time we won the league, which was 20,000 years ago, I remember the commentator saying Evra was our 19th goal scorer. That's crazy. You can't tell me you're shook of one guy at Man City and that's it. But you haven't mentioned to me any other guys that score goals. But with Arsenal, like the goal scoring prowess of the other guys doesn't matter. Like, come on, man.
No, that's conflated though, because Arsenal haven't got someone that scores at the rate of Haaland's. They haven't. Nobody does.
Yeah, but my point is, Haaland.
It wasn't Haaland alone. It wasn't Haaland alone.
Because one thing people are ignoring, Haaland's got 11. I think it sort of lit that photo. Haaland had 11. Everyone else had one, and it wasn't even a lot of them. I think it was like 5 in total. And Haaland was like number 1. The other 4 all had 1 goal each. So the whole point is simple.
They would need that others. They need that others to step up. So just moving on. Obviously, we're talking about teams needing multiple goal scorers. There was a team this weekend that scored 3 goals and 3 different goal scorers, and that's my beloved Chelsea Football Club. We went over to the City ground and slapped.
I just scored them goals.
Huh?
I just scored the goals.
So the first goal was in a Champong header.
But how did it start?
What corner?
Open play. The ball was crossed in.
Yeah, you tried to. Because in what world, if it's like open play, if it had nothing to do with corner, why was Ange Postecoglou there? Why was he there?
He was there from the corner that took place prior.
It was Rúben.
He was there. It wasn't even a corner, actually. It was a free kick. But the free kick happened prior.
Set piece, same thing. But continue.
Rest defense was inactive. And then we went again and scored. So it's not a set piece goal. It doesn't count as a set piece goal. It doesn't count.
Guys, sorry to interrupt, Oscar. I just want to say that it's still 1-0, 80th minute. The West Ham stadium is already half empty.
I mean,
it's crazy.
80th minute, Robin, I'm ahead of you.
What?
I don't want to be specific. I am 82, going 83.
Come on.
But yeah, I didn't want to be specific.
You stole his joy.
You can't beat the sky, Ernest. You can't beat the sky.
Just to make
he lives at Sky Sports.
Bro, he's in the tower right now.
He's in the tower of Carragher.
Whoa.
I just want to say a massive thank you to the Premier League and the teams, the people who oversee the matchmaking and the fixtures, because Chelsea have just been in luck. Yeah, we were lucky enough to meet Graham Potter's West Ham, slap them 5. We were lucky enough to catch the Arne Slot machine at the right time. We caught it. We caught it at the right time. And now we're one of the very, very few teams to catch Forest under Ange Postecoglou.
Wow.
And I'm forever grateful. Because let me tell you this now. If Chelsea played any of the other 19 teams in the Premier League this weekend, we were not going away with 3 points. I promise you that. We are the skin of our teeth. We managed to face this whack Nottingham Forest edition that we've just seen. And we got away with one. Internationals cast us pretty much because of South Americans. We had no Caicedo wasn't fit to play the game. Enzo got injured. There was talks of Pedro Neto not being in the team, and that's on top of our other injuries of like Palmer, Colwell, etc. So we were really struggling. I didn't know who Maresca was going to pick, And that first half, boy, we were on the ropes. Build up was not happening. We lost the ball so many times. I kind of felt sorry for Ange because in this game, Forest had chances to score 3 themselves. In the first half, they should have been 2 up. Morgan Gibbs-White missed an absolute sitter, and you're thinking, like, you have to take those chances in the kind of form that they're in. But credit to Maresca, he made the changes in the second half. And it's not like he's bringing on world-class players. He's bringing on Gittins and Mark Guiu, but the shape of the team just had to change because João Pedro alone as a striker was a bit too isolated. He kept trying to drop deep and link up play with players running ahead of him. This idea that Malo Gusto is a midfielder, it makes me so sick. It makes me so sick. There's one thing
about Maresca, he will invert a fullback.
He will invert.
Inverted during actually starting him there is insanity.
Gusto played as a 10. Malo Gusto played as a 10 in this game. Like he was one of the midfielders for sure, and then he was the advanced runner when Pedro dropped deep. So, it was sickening, that first half display. Very, very sickening. I actually didn't watch it, but I saw the highlights, and I was very glad I didn't watch this game because it didn't look right. So much of it.
You know what's mad? Watching it live, I could have sworn Forest had 10 shots on target. Yeah,
I promise you, same. I said,
but I'm looking at the stats now. You had 6, they had 2.
Yeah, I think because what it was Forest, I watched it. Forest,
they all missed.
Yeah, Forest were like peppering them in terms of like actually getting to there. They were high, all that. You know, Newcastle. You know when you're playing Newcastle, and it's like it feels like everyone on God is on their side. It was that, but they weren't actually really on target shots. They were dangerous. Like they should have been on target. Like the players messed up, but then the better team.
Hey, where are Newcastle on the table, by the way?
Come on to that one. We'll come on to that.
We'll get to them. We will. We actually do have to.
We'll get to them.
Ange is basically Ange. I think someone said it on Twitter. Ange is an idiot. He should have just like paused, let have a breather from Spurs, relax, get himself together, and don't paint yourself even more. And he went straight into a new job, and now he's collapsed himself proper because he looks like a madman.
He's richer though.
He's set for life.
He's got his money.
He's making that money, fair enough. But if he wants to continue managing, is the level of what he would have got from if he would have just paused after Spurs.
Yeah, he's torpedoed it.
I saw a tweet.
Celtic next.
I saw a tweet that said if Ange got on a plane back to Australia, he could watch every single game he managed for Nottingham Forest and still have time to watch 3 movies of Crocodile Dundee. I said,
Well,
Jay, question: did he actually get a W?
No.
I think it was 9 L's.
Robin, did he get
a one draw? We got one draw, no?
That's what I'm questioning. Did he?
Against Burnley. It's again, they should have won, but they drew.
I feel like it was just 9 L's. I could be wrong. I'm fine being wrong. But yeah.
They've definitely been a win.
They've been stinking in Europa.
Yeah.
And the Prem is the Prem. Yeah.
But it's funny.
Can I ask Matt? Can I ask Matt a genuine question? Marinakis, obviously he's the one that's made this decision to sack Nuno and then bring him in. What do you guys think of him as an owner? Because it seems like Forest.
He's moving mad. He's moving mad.
But Forest fans have a lot of respect for him because he spent loads.
He gives a damn.
He takes action.
He does care.
He cares.
He cares.
You can care and still make dumb decisions.
That's what it is. Because you know what the big.
But has he? But my point is, has he made more good decisions than dumb decisions?
I would have said
a hell of a lot more good.
I would have said yes.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Loads more good.
You know what he's done though? He's like the good is still there, but he's tainted it because he's an idiot who hired Edu, and that's where the big problem has now.
No, it's true. Because even if you look at the Nuno sacking, it was a clash of heads. Nuno wanted players like Adama Traore, and then Edu wanted Zinchenko and Rico Lewis. So it was a complete departure from what actually made them successful in the first place. That's
signing Adama Traore in 2025 is crazy.
Which is why I wasn't totally against getting rid of Nuno. I wasn't totally against them getting Nuno, but they done it at the wrong time. yeah, they're down the wrong side basically.
My thing is, if for everyone that thinks Saka Nuno is right, this doesn't rectify it.
Yeah.
No.
So now you look worse.
And just a horrible appointment. That's where they messed up.
And now Sean Dyche.
Yeah. Now it's just so now it's even worse. You might as well just kept Nuno if this is what you want to do.
It's worse when it's not, because I think it's fine if it's more of like, okay, we're kind of spiraling, moving mad. Dyche will, like, minimum, even though he's rubbish, we all know what Dyche is. But he might just be like, hey, stop the rot, please. Just because, like, if you've like, again, this is not me praising Dyche because I'm particularly rating, but you know what I mean by, like, I can see the quote unquote logic in the hiring of Dyche.
I think short term, yeah, but
yeah, that's what it is. Short term is what I'm saying. But my point is, look, I'm bringing it back to the fact is no one forced you to hire Edu, because even like I said, prior to Arsenal, the Brazilian lot, the Federation, whatever they're called, they hated Edu. His man's got priors. I say it every single time. People think I'm joking. He went to Brazil and came back with that Marquinhos guy. He did nothing. And you know what it is? You know how annoying I was by that? Because I saw the comp that they were sending around him. I said, you people are taking the piss. Because that comp was a disgrace. That comp would be lucky to play in freaking National League. That's how bad it was. And that's what he went to Brazil and came out with that. It's a waste.
And no, guess what? Because I always used to say to people, yeah, but come on, guys. Martinelli was an astute pickup from the third division. It was before him.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
That blew my mind. What's the whole Brazil link?
It's because he was just there. I think that's why people were like hoping it would be all right, because they were like, yes, maybe the federation is kind of a mess anyway. It's like, look, you're Brazilian, you have links in those clubs. It might just get us something else. Like, you might. No, it's a waste, and it's causing extra waste. Continue.
Yeah,
Nottingham Forest.
And then he got the 3 Brazilian bums. Nobody's ever heard of before. For what? But Tafago. Piss off, man.
Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are in trouble. Trying to balance Europa League. What is it? Conference or league?
They're not in trouble.
No, they frauded their way into the Europa League because of Crystal Palace's blunders. Yeah.
If they don't sort themselves out, they mess around. They'll be in trouble.
Oh, you know what?
I don't think so, man. Their squad's way too good.
Yeah. That's a great squad.
I'm looking at the table now. The bottom 3 are Wolves, West Ham, and Nottingham Forest, and Burnley just above them. I think they'll be fine long term, but it's not looking good.
Short term with the Dyche thing, like Anne said, it will short term wise, it will save them. That's what I'm saying. This signing is the appointment of Dyche is to kind of stop the rot, and it will save them. Is what I'm thinking. I think Europa League's a wash.
Yeah. Europa League's done. I think they just need to can that and get themselves back into the Premier League. But I could even see under a solid manager like
know what,
with the players that they have, bro, this could be a top.
That's what I'm saying. They've got quality enough players that they can if they just kind of get into a rhythm.
I actually think with the new format, I think they could give it a stab. I think Dyche stabilize it, get to a playoff spot, and then hopefully they can kick on in the new year. Because I'm sure like for Forest fans as well, they must be so gutted. They're looking at potentially Champions League football. They have like a horrible back end of the season. Although they are where they are now, but it's not all doom and gloom. Dyche just has to hit the ground running.
And in fairness, I'm not going to pretend like I know who's in Europa League, so I could be very wrong and they could all be dead. So.
No, I'm looking at the Europa League table. Yeah, they can get back into it easy. I'm looking at it right now.
It's like 24 places, I swear, no?
It's the same as Champions League, but the points is low for everyone.
Elsewhere in the Premier League, Brighton 2, Newcastle United 1.
Mensah, my boy. 2 goals, as per
Danny Welbeck. Anyone catch this game? Any thoughts on that?
No, I just saw the highlights. I saw Welbeck's game. I love it.
I saw the German goal and I said,
yeah.
and then that was it.
Every time he scores, that's also what's not helping. 2-0 to what's the score?
2-0.
I'm ahead of you.
Game, set, and match. I know. I don't want to say it. I'm ahead of everyone, but I just don't want to say it.
You know West Ham were down to 10.
You remember that if you do, that if you don't.
But yeah, what I'm saying is like, look, every single time, unfortunately, or fortunately if you're hating, for Isak, every single time Kamada scores, it's long for Isak, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm loving it. But yeah, Brighton get the 2 goals. Newcastle, I don't know what to say about Newcastle as a whole.
They've won 2 games this season.
Okay, 2. I love it. Continue.
They've won 2 games this season. They've drawn 3, lost 3. Guess
So live to the rise.
Enjoy it. Do you know what? Because last time I was here, I had like whatever my issue with like Newcastle thinking they're big dogs. My energy has increased for my annoyance for them since during the international break because I didn't really watch the England stuff. But I did see the Newcastle lot who were moving mad on Lewis Skelly. I said, for what? But you know what? You man can go away because no one watched your man. I was expected to be like Chelsea fans or United fans, the usual ones who banter Arsenal about Arsenal players in the national team, which I'm fine with. We're rivals.
I'm not gonna lie. I've enjoyed Newcastle fans thinking that they can contribute to the conversation.
I don't like it.
I've enjoyed it because I like the delusion. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. But Bone Thugs and Harmony, I told you lot, this football is not sustainable.
Bro, they've got Europe 2 years out of 3.
It's not sustainable, Adrian. For the
what does sustainable mean?
So sustainable is you have to be able to mix and match what you do defensively, and that's actually quite boring football with some exciting football that creates entertainment, that creates flair, that creates some because you can't bone thugs your way into being part of the conversation of the elites. You can't.
Okay, fine.
And for the money that they've spent, Walter Mardi was what, 80 million?
80 million.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing his job at the moment, in fairness.
You know what? Yeah, I forgot he was 80.
Hey, Oscar, doing his job or not, they've won twice.
No, but what I'm saying is he's very much. Do you know what he's in that period of like, I'm getting mine. You man could continue in it. That's what he's doing at the moment because he keeps scoring. Like, maybe I might overestimate how many goals he's got because I keep seeing like his name come up.
Oh, I'm gonna check.
He's got a few.
He's got at least 4.
Hey, I'm just gonna check. You're lying.
That's why my end is coming from. I'm thinking like I keep thinking he's scoring even if they're losing.
Yeah, so, I can't lie. It's not as high as I thought it was.
Okay, so okay. Fair
Oh man!
He's got 4 league goals.
He's good goals. At the moment, compared to remove Haaland because that one's a freak of nature. What's everyone else on?
So he scored the same amount of goals. You know what? He's in good company in the context of where we are in the league now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so where removing Haaland because Haaland is doing Haaland stuff.
Semenyo, the real top goal scorer in this league is Semenyo on 6.
Okay.
If you got 4 goals, you're in good company.
Okay, fair enough.
I heard about he started the league late as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, Newcastle continue to be thugs. You ain't doing nothing with it. Continue.
Yeah. And he's bagged in the Champions League as well. So big up him. Moving on. Another fixture. Burnley 2, Leeds United 0. Anyone any thoughts on this? One of the goals of the week.
One of the goals of the week.
Yeah, one of the goals of the week was in this game. Another Saturday game, probably game of the weekend. Palace 3, Bournemouth 3. Hey. Did any of you man see this?
Hey, I didn't see. I saw like a good chunk of the hat. It's like, hey, this is. Hey, both managers for both of these clubs, they're enjoyable, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Good managers, man.
Bournemouth are currently 4. Yeah, they're doing the thing.
I think Palace. Am I wrong? Palace. Where are they? They're also in and around now.
Palace. Hold on, I was looking at the Europa League. Let me get it back.
In Europe, in the European places or something like that.
No, Palace are 8. Palace are 8.
Both of these managers, players are good. Do you know, it's like one of those things where it's like people say, how can you score a hat trick and still be upset because he should have won it?
Yeah,
that chance at the end, man.
At the moment, it's all a bit of a mess because there's 3 points between 2nd and 9th, so it's all a bit of a mix. Yeah.
Can we talk? Do you know what? Yeah, I was gonna save this for Not That Guy, but I've realized it can't be Not That Guy because there's more serious topics ahead. But I was watching Match of the Day, and this game in particular, Mateta scores. Yeah, he starts running towards the corner flag, so you know what's coming next.
Yeah,
you know what's coming next.
Guys, did it as well.
Away?
Sky Sports did it as well.
The camera cut away, and then all you hear is the fans go boo, but we didn't see the kick.
Why would you?
No.
When my test
They're
score,
trying
I
to,
want to see the kick. It's part of it.
they're trying to dim his light, man. They're trying to
That's
dim his
the
light.
reason why I tuned in.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I was saving it, but
I feel
I had to go there.
like I feel for him, but also it's one of the things where it's like I do feel for you, but also you should have scored. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like you scored a hat trick, and it's like you scored a hat trick, so it's still
His
great.
his
But you
his miss was
You should have
his miss
missed.
was exactly. It was exactly like Harry Maguire's miss at Anfield last season. It was
Literally, it's one of those, like,
same
like-
vibes.
It's harsh. It could sound harsh, but you should have scored 4 goals. I'm so sorry.
Definitely.
This is true.
Moving on, Sunderland 2, Wolverhampton 0.
Get Wolves out.
Guys, yeah, get Wolves over here.
Bye, Wolves. Bye, Wolves.
Wolves.
Bye.
The Strand ain't lasting in anymore. Come on.
Yeah. Yes, Oscar.
Come on, guys.
Now, that could be a Stardust covered for a multitude of sins.
Yeah, it did, man. It did. Oh, yeah, sad times. And then we move over to London, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Spurs losing 2-1 to Aston Villa. Wow.
Anything new there? No.
No, but it's hilarious. It's always fun.
It was very Spursy. I like the fact that every so often Emery just shows us that he's Emery, and it's like, oh yeah,
it's still got it. It's tucked away somewhere. You know what I mean?
Also, shout out my guy Morgan Rogers, man. They tried to rub him out at the beginning of the season, but he's back, bro. He's back.
Also, some of the Spurs fans are already booing my man. I was like, hey, relax.
Yeah,
Your
Thomas Frank. Yeah.
Your last manager had you down there in the relegation. Relax.
No, they can't. No, they can't be brewing Thomas Frank. Are they?
I heard booze.
I heard booze. I can't lie, Oscar.
Really? That's interesting.
He had to start Odebear up front and Matthias Tell.
Wait, quick question. What are the strikers got? You have 4 strikers. What's that over there?
I think Moani, I keep forgetting, is there. I don't think he's
Colin Moani.
Not there. Solanke's in.
Solanke. Richarlison.
He's been on the bench.
Richarlison's a sick note. We really can't trust him.
He was on the bench.
He started the season all right.
I mean, he started the season like Richarlison. He had a bit of bright spot, and he went to do what he normally does.
Nat said, Nat, man, grow up, man. Grow up.
Well, what did he say? Oh, was it too bad?
He said rub him out as a pause. That's not a pause, man.
Sorry, no.
No. Well, did I say that? Careful. Yeah.
But enough.
Now, be careful with your English, man. English is a delicate language. That's crazy.
You guys use that slang anyway. I don't get it.
Yeah. Well done, that. Good eye, mate.
Nah, grow up. Final game, obviously, we just discussed it.
Even that's a bit questionable.
Brentford 2. Jeez.
Hey, West Ham. This might be the season, you know, where it's like you might have to go back down.
I told you, West Ham and Wolves, yeah, them man there that have been messing around with relegation. It's your time. It's your time.
All right, should we get into some awards?
Go on.
Who is your player of the week?
Ooh.
Now we've got some big options there. We got your Harry Maguires, you got your Erling Haalands,
You gotta give it to Mateta, mate.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those ones.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, he should have had a 4th one, but
yeah, it's gonna be 4 booms, Oscar. You're right.
It's like, in the context of it was like it can be Mateta, but also do you put the fact that he should have scored against him?
No, he scored 3 goals.
I know, but
that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying, could you use that against him? It feels like Haaland
scored. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't.
No. I don't think you can. I think we should give it to Mateta. Yeah.
I'm fine with it personally. I'm just saying.
I'm going to be biased to say Maguire.
Because I was thinking
Harry Maguire
of the kind of importance of it.
Yeah, but not even a Cunha, because he was like Maguire.
We don't win at Anfield. We don't win at Anfield. Man United is in the mud.
Yeah, but
Harry Maguire. The irony of Harry Maguire having an okay performance and scoring the winner at Anfield. I'm going to be biased.
And back-to-back wins, Vasco. He caused that.
Yeah, that's fair, man. Maguire's a fair shout, but I'm going Mateta. So we got 1 vote for Maguire, 1 for Mateta. Adrian, where you going?
Maguire.
Maguire. David?
Oh, harsh, I know.
Black Man FC, bruv, Mateta, mate.
Lola, where you going?
I've been a twat.
I was actually going to say something saying loud like we'll keep it among our people. I was going to come out.
Robin.
I'm on the bias train. I've been convinced. Harry Maguire.
Now we've got
Harry Maguire.
So the first comment we get that votes either Maguire or Mateta, that person will be the winner. So until that is decided, let's move on to goal of the week, guys. Emi Buendia.
Buendia.
He can't get it alone because it's Emi Buendia. Before him, it was Luka Dean, and then before him, it was Matty Cash. That goal was something out of Score Hero.
I'm sorry, bruv. The one from Burnley, hey.
The Burnley one was nice.
I don't know.
Harry Maguire is your player of the week, guys. By the way,
cool.
Wonderful.
Let's give it to Burnley because
the
lad from Burnley.
Screamer.
Okay, I will give him player goal of the week if any of you can say his name.
T'Challa.
Black guy.
What? You saying like an uncle? Come on.
He's getting it now. If you guys can say his name, what's his name?
Yeah.
I'm going to say like I know his name.
Good one.
I can't lie. It was a phenomenal strike.
It was a great strike. But for me, I just really like Buendia's one because of the kind of sequence of it all. The pass from Cash was brilliant. The touch from Dina was brilliant, and the goal was brilliant. So it was like
even Rodgers' one was a nice goal, man.
Rodgers, I love Morgan.
What's about that?
That was nice.
Yeah, that was great.
It was nice. It was nice. It was nice.
Let's be serious here because we could go on for ages with the good goals. I'm going Buendia still.
I'm going Buendia as well.
The minute 68 of Burnley, that man there.
Once
I
again,
don't like to put your names, man.
Black Man FC once again, bro. Burnley, man. My God.
Adrian.
I'm going Buendia. Good to see him. I thought the guy retired. Like he's had rotten luck with injuries.
I thought when I saw a picture of him on Twitter, I thought it was an old picture. I was like, "Right, was this from 2 years ago?" That's what he scored today.
He's been the last year of his Villa contracts, surely.
Thank you, Lola. Ernest, so
He was meant to replace Grealish.
Goal of the week, or are we giving it to Emi Buendia?
Buendia.
Sorry, I just want to wash my hands. Buendia's calm.
Fantastic. Team of the week. I think this is a unanimous one, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah.
The boys from Newton Heath. Manchester United.
It's got to be Manchester United. It's got to be Manchester United.
Manchester United. 2-1 on the head top.
Because we know it's not happening for a while.
We don't know, man. This could be the start.
This could be the start.
This could be the,
That's the blueprint, guys. The way we played is how he wants to play. I'm not on it.
Rúben Amorim.
All right, David. Last time I tried to take this, you told me it was your segment, so I'm throwing it back to you.
I wasn't here.
Who's not that guy?
Hey,
none of us were here. We weren't here. None of us were here last week. But pause.
What happened?
I heard what you said. That's a bit bad. Oscar, that was a bit bad.
You're getting those.
You tried to take what?
Two
You said you tried to take it off David, but you're throwing it back to him.
You should be more grown because of your words. You should be more grown of your words.
I said
personally,
the last time I tried to do the not that guy, David said, "Let me do it." So
and then what do you say?
You pass it back.
See, now
guys, there's 2 weeks worth of not that guys, but there's still one that still stood out for the last 2 weeks alone for me. But David, you go.
Are we touching that one? The shenanigans.
It's football related.
The shenanigans.
It's football. We have to. We have to.
He brought it to a game.
We'll get there.
People,
I don't want Adrian now. We got honorable mentions.
oh, well done, David. You saved yourself. I think I know what he was going to say. Well done.
Honorable mentions. Amazon, you've had a
Jeez.
stinker today, mate. Jeff Bezos.
You have.
Man, these services shut down. You shut down people's banking apps, planes couldn't fly. You've had a stinker.
Not funny, actually. That's
Another
peak.
one over the weekend. Prime Minister, UK government, media. I won't touch it before I get accused of certain things.
But you know what you did.
But you know what
You know what you done.
You know what you did. You're not that guy also. Guys, you had anyone else?
No, my not that guy.
I got one.
Is two guys.
Is there 2 guys? We need to go. We need to go to Africa. We do need to go to Africa.
Oh, okay.
Kwame Kwabena, what rise?
I was going to say.
Come to the table.
I'll leave that one for you. I'll leave that.
Wait. No.
I was just going to say, because my one was related to the World Cup qualification. I said, whoever, not that guy, but also technically I'm biased, but whoever basically finagled it to make sure Nigeria at least get playoffs. For everyone else who's not Nigerian, you're not that guy, because that's mad. Because how we managed to scam our way into the playoffs is a madness. It's an actual madness.
Let me just say number in the World Cup. That number.
Let me just say one thing. Nigeria are in the playoffs.
How?
Despite the fact Uganda got more points than them.
Oh.
Nigeria, I didn't make the playoffs.
We drew to, I think it was Zimbabwe twice. We drew to South Africa twice. And somehow and got to the playoffs. We'll still not get through because we're nonsense. But the fact that we're even in the playoffs, the level of money that passed is a madness.
That's the dumbest rule competition I've ever seen in my life. They said, we're going to take away the points you got from the lowest ranked team in your group. So what's the point of playing those games if you're going to
Oscar, say that bit again.
They removed the points from the 5th and 6th teams of your group. That's what they did for the final game of qualification.
So the points they took of you,
all teams.
Of all teams. So even if you had a W, or if you had a draw, guess what? Them points gone. And that's it.
Hey, CAF is a farce, mate.
Because the countries that got banned throughout qualification, I feel like Benin and them lot, they got banned for the last couple of games. So to make it fair, they took the points off everyone else.
Oh, okay, so that's the concept.
CAF is a farce. Africa is a farce,
mate. Why did Benin get banned?
It's a farce.
Well, let me get on.
Who cares, man?
Let me get into one of my not that guys here.
I lost my 3 points like that.
This gentleman was born the 25th of March, 2000, in Camberwell, Greater London, England.
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Very long 2 weeks.
He joined Watford at age of 7. At age 14, he moved to Manchester City. And then 31st of August, 2017, he moved to the Bundesliga.
And the C on my lips.
He's come to Manchester. He's come to Manchester. He's come to the Manchester on 1st of July, 2021.
That's my type.
Ten Hag has benched him.
Sent him to the mountains.
No, Robin, David.
Sent him to the
what Ten Hag did for that guy.
Ten Hag benched him.
Tell them what he did.
Yeah, and then apparently after this benching, after he said he wasn't training, he gave him a couple months off.
No. This was before. No, so he gave him the sabbatical before he benched him.
Yeah. I don't know for what reason.
That context was key.
For what reason?
Key.
For what reason? I think we found out.
Yeah, we did find out.
He's moved over to Chelsea on loan. And a certain madam.
Hey, look, she listed her type and he.
She told us her type.
6 figures, baby.
Big.
This gentleman was indirectly exposed as a client.
He was getting loaned while being on loan. That's what's happening here. That's what's happening here.
Is that stuff even legal?
Hey, listen, Jaden.
He was sponsored by McDonald's anyway. Don't mind me.
Jaden Malik Sancho. You're not that guy, bro. Sort it out.
No, but honestly, sort it out, because what the hell?
What is going on here? And Oscar, what is going on at the bridge, mate?
Me?
Man, I run an escort.
You know what? I remember, like, Chelsea posted it like Sweeties in the house, like the same way like Madonna was at the bridge a couple weeks ago. So I thought,
Same thing.
Yeah.
No. I thought it was I always assume, maybe I'm naive, that like the club have something to do with like hospitality.
Yeah.
Everybody comes through doing their thing or whatever. So I'm like, if Sweetie's in the house, because celebrities usually, there was a period of time, I don't know if you don't remember, like celebrities were going to the Parc de France because it's like the sexy team to go watch.
Yeah.
So like,
Kim K went Emirates.
So yeah, even the I think Kim Kardashian like chatted to Saka.
Yeah.
Thames and so I'm thinking the club has something to do with like making sure the celeb is looked after when they come, and when they come, they're aware. So I'm thinking she's there for that. When I see
Cheers now.
Man is owing money, blood. Madam is looking for a piece.
My favorite picture. Let me find it. My favorite picture of flipping 2025. This is my favorite picture.
Oh no.
This is my favorite picture of 2025. Like, she's looking at this guy like food.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It's nasty.
It's nasty because there are so many things I want to observe.
He got a tattoo.
When the last paycheck from Man United comes through, I'll be there. I want to see.
He got a tattoo on the ear.
Ernest, speaking of paychecks, how can you be earning in excess of 300k a week and be in debt?
So you know when they say that he's in debt, yeah? So what? He's taking on Sweetie's debt.
I think it's I barely pay attention to it mostly, but I think it's case like he may indirectly not know. So like,
oh my God.
I think the thing is like he assumed they met on a normal thing, but then it's like realistically the woman who's supposedly
who's organizing this,
the one who set up on Sweetie's side.
But I think after everything you're saying, Lola, I think that the tattoo is him falling in love at the very least.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right?
That's what I'm saying. I think what I'm saying is I think he didn't like request, like the whole kind of whatever it is. I don't think it was a thing of like he requested it.
God, hey,
no, we saw the text messages. They said, "Yo, how much do we get from Sanch?" Or do that words in that text.
That text,
the ones that you exposed. That text was nasty.
No, that's
I didn't read that one because I tried to kind of stay out of certain men. I saw the clip of like, oh, she's asking for money and left that. But that's why my assumption was like he was like set up, but he thought it was like a normal thing, and obviously the actual man, like the alleged madam, was like, okay, no, this is not like a normal thing. She owed me money because I put you in a position where you could get rich people. You owe me a cutback.
Mm-hmm.
She's refusing it.
Client.
That's a cutback, like she's on fallback,
All I'm saying is some certain man. This is why
Lampard's queued up in the box.
This is why certain managers ask you, man, to have a steady girlfriend or a wife early.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
But for me, in all of this,
I'll tell us big on that.
It's so disgustingly messy, which is why Sancho has to receive not that guy, because it's messy. But in my opinion, his biggest crime was the tattoo. How you have a tattoo of someone whom
doesn't share your last name is crazy.
And even if she does,
and even then, you still don't do it. I have a very strict rule when it comes to tattoos because I have a couple where I'm like, look, the only way you get tattooed on your body is your child and maybe your parent, and that's a maybe.
If you tattoo a spouse, I'm allowing.
No, I'm not hearing it.
If you're married, I'll allow it.
I still haven't known. One or only the child is it. That's it. Maybe a mom. That's it.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Like I've always been on the like I wanted a tattoo when I was younger, yeah. But I think every single time I wanted to get one, I'm like, what or who is so important? I need it on my skin.
You take it seriously. Yeah, I don't take that seriously. I just gotta put what I want.
No, because it's permanent.
Yeah,
This ain't them sweets tattoos.
When I say I don't care,
that's gonna be on Sancho's neck for his grandkids to see.
Yeah, because he's an idiot. This is part of the reason.
Granddad, who's that? Hey.
Sawati? What's the Sawati?
Sawati. Who is that?
Going mad.
It's a very simple rule. Do not get people's. Like I said, I personally don't agree getting people's names on your body. Period. But at minimum, the person who getting tattooed, he or she needs to be either your spouse or the father or mother of your child. And even for me, like I said, I personally would not get either which way. But at minimum, that.
The thing is, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that there is a mutual love there.
Okay.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that, you know what, maybe she's on him as well. Because somebody made a phone call.
Yeah, because the woman's moving mad onto her as well.
Maybach May's Twitter account got deleted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So made a phone call.
She is saying that I did see the thing about how she's bringing noise.
Or a payment.
So Sweet is
or a payment.
Yeah, but Sweet is saying there's like her lawyers will handle it now. So like she actually said that. So we'll see where we're going.
Because she's
the lawyers.
She's slightly a nepo baby. She's got connects with like people who've in industry and stuff. So she's not like a thing.
I saw is it MC Hammer? There's a rapper that's her uncle.
No, I don't know who it is, but I know she's got actual connects in the kind of industry.
Yeah. I went on the Wikipedia. It was like quite a big rapper from like the 80s, 90s. I think it's like MC Hammer or something.
Look, yeah.
Is MC Hammer black?
Yes.
MC Hammer's black, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was MC Hammer. Yeah, I think it was.
Oscar's face is killing me.
Even I was like, huh?
Yeah.
I know Adrian does not know rap.
Okay.
He said it many times. He does not listen to rap.
But like you guys, I've listened to Illmatic like 3 times. I've tried, man.
On that,
I tried.
I promise you, in fairness,
I swear to you, I tried.
The thing is, if you're not into musical rap, going straight into with Nas is a difficult one if you're not into that kind of music anyway. But on that, one quick one, not like guy. I'm not going to go into it.
Your Reasonable Doubt was cold though. So.
Hey,
I'm a man of taste.
All right, Tyler the Creator. Whatever that's happening to you, you need to hold.
God.
I think I like Tyler the Creator's music of late, or from like Flower Boy.
He's been rapping
from Flower Boy onwards.
He's been rapping.
I'm a Tyler Creator fan, but everything that's happening to you at the moment, unfortunately, is what happens when you do what you do. So everything.
I
don't follow Tyler the Creator. I need some context. What you done?
Basically, D'Angelo died. Great R&B, greatest one of the
go.
Just like
for real.
Yeah.
And obviously, in terms of black music, he's like massive with it. And Tyler, just like I think he was like, he put a photo up and was like grieving the fact that, oh my gosh, he died. He's like, he had music, he grew up with, whatever, yada yada. In his comment section now, because we all know, if you know Tyler and from his early days from Odd Future, his fan base is of a certain persuasion. It's very white, it's very incel, it's very edgelord. And he created that from back then and it stayed with him till now.
Edgelords, that's a good one.
But it was like levels of it. The situation. So obviously, since Flower Boy, his music has gotten a lot more mature. He's been very much into his like blackness. He's got a lot of like actual taste and rap and just really good music.
And very introspective.
Exactly.
Oh.
But of the audience he's cultivated from that, he's still got a lot of white, edgelord, young, crazy fans. So obviously, under the D'Angelo post, obviously you're thinking it's a respectful post about a man, a great musician who passed. His comment section was just a bunch of white kids saying, "When's the music coming out? What's this nonsense?" Basically cussing the crap out of everything, and that kind of spawned the kind of the revival of the nonsense that Tyler has kind of done over his life. There's a lot of coon stuff, he was in like the KKK stuff, a lot of like violence against black women. People were going back into his lyrics again, where he was talking about a lot of SA and R words and being weird with kids and basically a lot of coons. Like he totally creative. If you knew him from day one, he had major issues. Like
who's moving mad?
Like there's a whole lot of stuff, and basically it's now come back up again, and people have been flaming him.
Sorry about it.
Then he has to hold that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I can rate highly creative music, and I do. His new stuff specifically is very good music. But like, what I'm saying is I can be a fan of you and also say you kind of got to hold what's come to you because you did this. You did this.
Yeah, true. So would you say you forgave?
I don't forgive someone who doesn't apologize. I like his music, but I'm not going to pretend like it's one of the things. Where it's
So fair enough.
It's one of those things like I don't mind because some of the argument has been like, oh, but he's grown now. My whole thing is you can grow all you want, but if you don't take accountability for what you did before, it doesn't matter if you grow. You can grow all you want now. You don't get to just ignore. That's the kind of thing that comes against him. People are like how he's ignored. No, that's the situation. That's the problem though. Because he doesn't acknowledge what he does. He ignores it, which
because
is issue.
You can apologize for like the racist tweets and stuff, but at the end of the day, his early music is still there. It's still on Spotify. It's still all there.
And the thing is, and like I said, you can't do the whole thing where you've grown, but then when people kind of bring it up, he doesn't acknowledge it. He ignores it, and he might also attack people bringing it up, and that's the issue.
Yeah,
you can't sit there and tell me you grow, but then when people say, "Dude, you had songs where you talk about R wording people and grooming children," it's a bit mad. Not even a bit. It's mad. You can't ignore it. You have to kind of acknowledge the madness you were doing and then move forward. But he doesn't acknowledge it, and that's the situation.
All right, guys, before it gets late, do you want to move over to your West Africa?
Yeah. Ernest, take it away, man.
Oh, yes. Because it's your lot.
I'm going to make it quick because David makes a good point. It's late. I don't rate man who conveniently want to be African when it suits them. It's just that simple. Like, you lot have had multiple opportunities, and ultimately, shout out to Otto Addo, because he said we're gonna keep you man waiting, and if it means that you have to wait till after the World Cup, then you wait, because if Hudson-Odoi and Nketiah decide they don't want to play for Ghana after the World Cup, then I know what you were really on. Yeah. But I'm not for coddling these guys. Oh, what England did to them, they done them dirty. Bun all of that. You lot have had multiple opportunities. Hudson-Odoi's first England call-up was in 2019. We are 3-4 months away from 2026. Now you want to be gone in? Let's chill, man. Let's chill, man.
No, I back you. Because like all these men, like you could, because the World Cup is now complete, you couldn't even be nice to at least
do a qualifier.
Qualification. At least be
the qualifiers.
You waited until they're already qualified.
Yeah.
And this is part of the reason why, even as nonsense as Nigeria is, and we all know it's a nonsense, I can never slander Iwobi. I can never do it.
Yeah, from day one.
John Obi Mikel, you can't slander these guys.
Because they're there.
John Obi Mikel was representing Nigeria under 17s. Are you crazy?
From the beginning. So all I'm saying is, if you man, like you said, if these men who want to switch now are about it, wait post World Cup, go and help the next qualification for AFCON. Go for that one.
This current crop of players have gotten us to the World Cup.
Yeah, and done it well.
You weren't with them shooting in the gym.
Respectfully.
All the slander that Ghana were holding when it was the Ayew brothers doing nonsense, you were not there. You could have helped them then.
You weren't. And guess what, Lola? They weren't there. Neither were they with England.
Exactly. And Iñaki Williams even went earlier. He went earlier. Why didn't you join when Iñaki did? When Iñaki was fighting for this, you didn't join then. You're waiting until it's a World Cup.
And Inaki's trash. But I'll take a trash man who represents his country than a man who's crap anyway. Nketiah's terrible anyway. And now you're mad. You're mad.
Because it just looks like I said in the group chat. I said it really looks like you just got rejected by England. That's what it looks like.
No. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
So for me, my stance is always this. I don't care which country you choose. That's on you. If you choose to represent England, fine. If you choose to represent your country back in Africa, fine. I have no problem with that. Just don't choose at the end when everyone's done the hard work.
I care when you choose it.
How old is Hudson-Odoi?
Aren't they both like
25?
Yeah.
So I'm saying the same thing that you're saying, Ernest. It's like you chose England. You chose England. Fine. That's your thing. Stick with England. Don't just choose. Yeah.
And Robin, you know what? I think for me, a lot of my issues with football, I think ultimately are character issues. Like a lot of my issues. One of the things I was going to say about Man United is something that Adrian has been saying about football in general for years, which is as much as like I like Jinky, the one thing I'll give United, which I would like to see a lot more, is that I think I've reached the point, and I wasn't ever against it, but I rate effort more.
Come on, man.
Like your application is more key to me than your ability to receive the ball on a half turn and spray it 40 yards. In the same breath, your effort and your desire to want to just say to yourself, let me take stock of where I am in my career. Let me have some self-awareness. Eddie Nketiah is a terrible football player. Hudson-Odoi, you were one of the up and comers in 2019, and you've got one lawyer on the top left side of my computer screen. That's it. You're not as good as you think you are, so you need to chill. Inaki Williams is terrible, but guess what? He knew he weren't gonna be a long-term Spain guy. So he said, you know what? I know where I am. My country will take me. Yes, it's not in the most optimistic of circumstances. I'm not the best striker in Spain, and they need a striker. Cool, I'll go. But you lot are. Eddie Nketiah was under 21's top goal scorer and thought he was going to get ahead of Ollie Watkins. Are you not high?
Yeah. I think for me,
like I always say, like we're all diaspora kids here. We're born here, but we know what it is. But like, I always fit for. I don't mind. I would always like to some of the American and Nigerian to go choose for Nigeria, the ones, especially the ones who know. Let's be realistic about it. Sometimes it is about a specific choice. You're not going to get a call for England, so pick Nigeria. Some of them don't, and it is what it is. But I don't get too irate if they don't choose Nigeria. But I don't like when they do what Eddie is doing now. You've had ample time.
Ample time to pick Ghana for time. You didn't. Same thing. He had loads of times. We've had competitions. We've had competitions.
26.
It's why I don't care. Why I don't give ratings to I don't care that Tomori doesn't get to play international football, because you had time. Nigeria was there, even Canada was there. You just had to go and sit and wait for England, and now you're stuck. So I don't feel sorry for you, man.
Yeah. I think I have sympathy for these boys that make this decision at 17, 18 years old, and they get picked by England, and it's like, oh, this is amazing. I have to go play for England. But by the time you hit 22, 23, you're grown enough to make those decisions. And when I look at these two players in particular, they should have been playing for Ghana at the last World Cup. Last World, I remember looking at it thinking, Hudson-Odoi should be playing for Ghana now. Why is he waiting for England? So the fact that you've waited 3 years after that to then say now, like,
isn't Semenyo?
You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss.
Have I made Semenyo younger? Isn't Semenyo age mates with these men?
Yeah, he's 2000 as well. Yeah.
Look at that.
That's 25.
He's 25.
And guess what?
Yeah.
Semenyo is the reason Ghana, well, part of the reason Ghana have qualified.
A big reason we've qualified.
So like he knows what's going on with England. All this, let me go play, and he stuck that choice. It wasn't no kind of like, oh, because deep it. If it was realistic now, if he's playing like he is now, if he hadn't picked Ghana by this point, and he was like doing what he's doing with Bournemouth, people would be like, oh, could he get into the England team? Wait. Soccer bet that it's done now. He's picked Ghana early. He said, I know we're going, and they're just going to pick me if I do need that.
Yeah.
Hudson-Odoi and Eddie should have been doing. You should have been mates.
But Lola. The reason I'm talking about self-awareness is because you're not the best striker at Palace.
No, but Ernest, if you see that self-awareness point, that's why I think the issue comes later down the line. Because when you look at Hudson-Odoi and Eddie Nketiah, they come up from the Chelsea and Arsenal academy. So most of their brethren, they're playing for England anyway. They've grown up in that sort of age group. Whereas someone like Semenyo, correct me if I'm wrong, what was it, Bristol City?
Yeah.
So his pathway is like England is like a distant dream, whereas to the other two, it was more of an expectation.
The problem with Eddie Nketiah and Hudson-Odoi's brethren is that they're better than them.
This is literally it.
The reality is,
it was once upon a time the under-21, top goal scorer.
Yeah, under-21s is not first team
for a reason.
No, but I'm just saying in terms of like his age group, isn't it?
I'm gonna be. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm gonna be so real, Adrian. I understand what you're saying, but Nketiah and Hudson-Odoi have both played for England. They still had the opportunity to go and play for Ghana because the time hadn't elapsed. They hadn't played enough minutes. Like I said, when it came to Hudson-Odoi getting his first cap at 19, I think he was 18 when he got his first cap. He didn't even play under 21s. He got straight into the first team.
Yeah, fast track.
It was like, great, you're playing it. But
you only had one cap.
Allegiances 5 years later, and then talk about, now I'm ready to be Ghanaian.
Yeah, I heard that.
To add to that, it should have been clear from when you got injured and England just trashed you. That should have been obvious. Because what happened? You got trashed, injured, and they haven't looked like twice at you. They've had all the other young men who are going to usurp you. Eddie should have been looking at that. You looking at you.
Because there's another Ghanaian for the Netherlands who saw Van Persie cut, Huntelaar cut, and he said, you know what? I got a clear chance here because Netherlands are not producing strikers.
All right.
Memphis Depay is now the Netherlands all-time top.
Netherlands tops, yeah.
But because there's a clear path. There's a clear like who is advising these guys?
Let's even switch. How old is Hutchinson? Because obviously his Haaland.
I think he's 2003.
This one is cheeky as well because he was playing.
Yeah, his is worse.
He was playing for Jamaica, and then he switched back to under 21 England the second he started to play for Ipswich in the Prem. That was cheeky because you were playing.
Wow.
You were all in for Jamaica. You were there, and then the second you get to the Prem with Ipswich, you swapped. You left Jamaica in the lurch, and went.
Now it's big time.
Some of these decisions are their PR lot all trying to.
Yeah. They've got different voices in the air for sure.
No, I hear it, but you went from. I know we could all talk about the quality of the countries, whatever. You were playing. You were first team for the senior Jamaica team. You then went to go and play for the under 21 England team. And let's be realistic, respectfully, you're playing for Forest. Just now got you. I ain't seen you on the bench in time. I don't know if you even play football for Forest. You were not getting to the England team, and you just ditched Jamaica. And he wouldn't shock me if he also did the same thing. It was like, I played for them before. I went to England under 21, didn't work. I'm going back to Jamaica.
Yeah. Don't forget the white boys that have done this too.
Right, Cash is
Matty Cash. He's done it.
Rice went from Ireland. England.
Rice.
Mike Cash is Polish.
Who was I thinking of? Someone. I forgot his name. His name just gone out my head.
Mike Cash being Polish, but you know who I rate? Jagielka, because he never switched and he could have bare times. And he was like, I don't I'm like paraphrasing. But for lack of a better word, I don't really vibe with Poland. I don't really know how to vibe to be going switching over. But the point is, he had an opportunity to. He didn't do it because he's like, I don't see the point in doing it.
But he eventually played for England, though.
I know, but I mean, because he's like, what's the point in me going if I don't actually, for lack of a better word, it doesn't really kind of have any affection to Poland. So why would I go there for the sake of it?
What's Greenwood saying?
He's Jamaican, mate.
Hey, Greenwood.
Has he decided?
I think he wants Jamaica. I think
he plays for Jamaica.
Jamaica or no one with him.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Don't care too much about
because the whole situation in United ruined it for him to go to England. So.
Yeah, the PR would be horrendous if they try and call him out. That's done.
But I'll you, Robin. Yeah, actually no. You're right. I think you would have been England's future number 9.
Yeah,
you would have been.
Ernest, I saw a tweet today. Don't worry, I'll wait. You tell me England's best striker under the age of 28.
As in currently?
Currently, today.
Is Mason Greenwood?
There we and after that?
Eddie
Yeah,
gets
it's
it.
tight, man.
That's why Eddie was hanging on.
After when Kane stops playing for England, England has a striker problem. But that's a different story for another time.
I think that's why they were hyping at the lap. I think they were hoping that if he was fit, they would have been hyping at the lap.
We got you covered, Robin. Don't worry about that.
It would have. I mean, it still might be. He's young. I think he's young. How old is the lap?
22.
Oh, good
He's
luck.
young enough.
2003 as well.
Good luck with that one.
Wait, Oscar, is the lap English?
Is he not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good luck with that. That's not our next
Because
one.
I thought Rory Delap used to play for Ireland, no?
Yeah, I was gonna say because his dad is Irish, no?
No, but he was probably English born, but he just weren't good enough.
No, as in, I just assumed he played.
Do you know where England messed up? Do you know where England messed up? They could have had Haaland. They have had Haaland.
I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
They could have, but that wasn't happening.
Yeah.
It's certain man that
Imagine
you
England had Haaland.
Oh, that's that's cheating.
Instead of where to go for Almunia. What a farce.
But hey, no way are about to make the World Cup, so there we go.
I think they have qualified because I saw like scenes. I think they have qualified.
They're gonna be so interesting.
Yeah.
This is going to be their first tournament, isn't it?
Pardon?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think
even Oscar Bob.
I think that wraps up another episode of Top 4 Podcast. Thank you all for joining us. I can't lie. The first hour was cash money. That's the episode I remember.
I'm gonna listen back in the morning.
AD, you were rattled, mate.
It was hilarious.
but you know what, guys? League number 21 still on. Yeah, I've sobered up. Number 21 still on. It's still on. Number 21 still on.
Yuck. We will see you next week. There's Champions League football this week for those that play in that competition. Next week we got Chelsea are playing Sunderland. Man United have Brighton at home. Arsenal Palace.
When was the last
away at Brentford?
Flipping heck.
Yeah, we got Brighton next. Bogey team.
Yeah,
bogey team for us.
So,
really?
So join us back next week, same place, same time, 8 p.m. YouTube live stream. But you can find us on Spotify, Apple, all the podcast apps, and we will see you next week. Peace.